Hello and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, and I'm going to be a player tonight for this extra special episode. As usual, when Scotty's around, we're playing EZD6. Scotty, tell us what we're doing.
All right, this is yet another, I'm calling them play sets of EZD6, and I have run this before, but I've only run it a few times. This one is called the FiXXers, and with capital X's in the fixer, okay? So two capital X's in the fixer. So FiXXers are these kind of rogue agents that corporations hire to clean up their messes. Okay. So they can have they can wash their hands of the messes they create. They hire fixers to go in and do whatever they need to do to get, if there's something wrong, get it back on track. Or if something really broke down in whatever was happening in a world, the fixers might have to actually be cleaners also. So it's the dark version of EZD6. So it's a dark sci-fi game, and the fixers they jump around in their own little scout ship. Think Firefly or anything like that. So they jump around their scout ship, solving these problems for megacorps.
It's like cyberpunk, but also in space.
Yeah. So the bleak future, the bleak uh, end capitalism in space.
Awesome. Awesome.
Right.
Well, that's great. I laughed internally when you said it's the dark version of EZD6, like we didn't play the survival horror one last time.
Okay, there was that one too, right?
They're all the dark version, Scotty.
They're all dark, yes.
True.
All right. Well, I am playing Dweezil Slamhammer tonight. I am a Marine in not in real life, but in this game. And let's see. I have the as a Marine, my occupational perks are shooting weapons and close quarters fighting. My team perks that I chose are augmentation, which gives me an extra strike. Ooh, I should give myself an extra strike. And I resist poison or contagion. Tough some bitch. When you take your last strike, roll a die, and a 4+ ignores the hit. And ripped. I'm skilled in physical activity. So then I gave myself the aspects of gym bro, which makes me good at nutrition and biology and medicine, and thick-headed because I'm too stupid to be affected by mind-altering effects.
Nice.
Not stupid. I'm a gym bro.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
just
a little bit one track.
And sometimes that can be good,
Yeah.
It all depends
Yeah,
on the
there's
situation.
there's book smart and street smart and gym smart.
Yes,
you
right.
Yes, all of that. I'm playing Nima Claude. My name is Mia. I am a techie, which I have skills in understanding and fixing tech. But for my perks, I've taken Hugger Mugger. I'm skilled in stealth and hiding. Enhanced senses. My perception skills are high. So basically an infiltration and detonation kind of gal. And communication skills for software and communicate with intelligent beings. My aspects are more character oriented, more like earnings for helping others. So I'm into this. Excuse me. I'm in this to help others. My money goes to them, and I'm a vital member of the community. So there you go. I'm ready to kick some ass and take some names.
Cool.
And hello, everybody. My name is Meredith, and I am playing Captain Anik Zara. I'm the captain of our motley little crew. As such, I get to have twice the karma anytime I fail a roll, but I can redistribute my karma to anyone I can see as we go. The team perks I've taken is Jack. I know a little about a lot, so I can help anybody do what they're working on. I'm diplomatic, so I can extend the bad guys monologuing a bit, and I can distract them. So if any of my teammates fail an armor save, I can give them a second armor save at a 6 in case. And then my special gear, I've reinforced my armor so that while I'm distracting them, I am just a little bit harder to hit. And the aspects I've given myself are that I am a company man, as the face of our team, and whatever company happens to have hired us, we are the face of that company. And as such, I am meticulous in my appearance. And as a second aspect, I fold origami as a way to meditate and calm down. I think I've covered everything.
Cool.
And
So what
let's
did you
have
guys choose for your special gear?
Oh, I was gonna say, how about an away from the microphone round of applause for Meredith's first time on stream? Yay! Do you ask me about my special gear?
Mm-hmm.
Ocular implants,
Oh, cool.
so I can
Nice.
see in the dark and I'm not stunned by flashes.
Nice.
Zoom and enhance.
Yes, zoom and enhance. I can actually do it.
Oh, and I have a grapple gun.
Oh, cool.
I would love to use that as a weapon. I thought about that a few times playing Cyberpunk. I would love to shoot somebody with it and pull them towards me and then jab them with a knife or something. But yeah. Cool. We'll see.
Cool.
Yeah,
Bring them in range of Dweezil. Yeah.
we discovered in our final battle in Cyberpunk Red that almost every member of the party had a secret grappling hook.
My daughter never adventures without a grappling hook. It's the first thing she chooses.
It's a good thing.
So what is your guys' ship's name? Have you decided on a ship name?
Oh yeah, we did.
We did. We are the Gibson Eclipse.
That's
cool.
what it is. The Gibson Eclipse.
Nice.
Which made us naturally the Eclipses.
We're the Eclipses.
Do you have a team name?
The Eclipses.
Ah, nice. I like it.
Eclipso.
Yeah.
Eclipses. The Eclipses. Nice.
We keep your various indiscretions from coming to light.
Dweezil likes the implication that we blot out the sun.
Cool. All right. So you guys have received a mission request from a company called FiXXers Explority, and they're a galaxy-spanning megacorp. And when you unseal the envelope and you look at the mission, this has been a top secret op for the company, and you've all been made to sign NDAs, so you can't speak about this. But you're going to an asteroid belt, and the spaceship Angelus, the scout ship Angelus, detected strange signals from a particular asteroid, X617, in the asteroid belt. And so about a year and a half ago, an excavation team was sent to start tunneling into the asteroid. So the Genic Excavation Corp sent engineers to start tunneling in. And about a half a year later, when they had carved out corridors and workspace and everything for the crew, a science team came to stay at the asteroid. And they're from the Turval Scientific Corp. And so there's a separate corporation. So the Cyvox has hired two separate corps to work this asteroid. So about 6 months after the engineers finish, the scientists show up and they start excavating artifacts and shipping them out. So they've been shipping these strange artifacts from the site. They don't really give a lot of details in the note that's given to you, just artifacts, right? But then things started to happen on site. So there was a major kind of tussle between the head of the scientists and the engineers, and several people were killed, and by accidents. Several people were killed by accidents. The asteroid itself is made of a very kind of a brittle stone, and so it's easy to have cave-ins. Okay, right? So several people were killed, several engineers were killed, but the scientists were killed. So there was kind of this animosity to the scientists, and then it kind of got out of control, and now artifacts have come to a trickle, and they wanted you guys to check this out, see what's going on. They're just getting these ridiculous requests. They're getting these ridiculous requests, but the strange thing now is that they've lost communication with the asteroid. So they've been trying to call, and they've gotten kind of broken communications with the asteroid. So they think there's someone there, but they can't decipher these messages. They're just too broken up. The asteroid belt is in the way, and whatever signal they're using isn't being boosted enough to pierce the asteroid belt. So they want you guys to go in, assess the situation. What's going on with all these personnel? Why have the artifacts stopped? What's happening? So as you approach the belt, the asteroid has a docking port on it, with the flashing lights that are required for all docking ports. So you kind of move in. Nobody's a pilot, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Are the lights lit on? They're all actively flashing still?
Yeah, the lights are still on. They're actively flashing. So nobody's a super skilled pilot, but it's not a problem. You dock the ship. It takes you a little longer than it might if you had a spacer with you, that could dock the ship, but not a problem. It's an automatic docking system, so no problem. And that seems to be working. There's power. There seems to be power to the asteroid. So your ship slams into position, and here you are at X617.
Couple of follow-up questions, if I may. What did you say was the resource being shipped out of this asteroid?
Alien artifacts.
Okay.
Non-specific artifact.
Right, but the nature of the artifacts was not mentioned in the note. It seemed to be a need-to-know basis. As you know, most corporations they don't tell you, and anything you don't need to know, they don't tell you, right?
And then the second question, the hollowing out of the asteroid for living quarters and such, would that have been done with the help of androids?
No, actually, they were actually humans.
Okay.
Yeah. Humans in this universe are much more expendable than expensive androids.
Makes sense.
So, yeah.
In that case, I'll take my blast gun.
Oh, I see why you're asking that. Okay.
Yeah.
For anybody watching, the blast gun is a special weapon that the Marine can have that can shoot multiple targets, and it's not as effective against robots. So that's why he was asking the question.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, Dweezil, looking over the communication, I'm not seeing any mention of any robotics or androids on this. I think we're looking at people.
Suits me fine, Captain. And then I'm just
Nima, it does
all
mention
the
that they're
switches.
out of communications. Are you getting anything?
Nothing but static. Again, it still broke up communication. Nothing but static.
Did you try turning it up?
Look over at Dweezil. I'm like, really? You're asking me this? Yes, of course I tried boosting the signal.
I'm going to lean into the microphone. Hey, anyone? Hey! God, why don't they answer?
Just squelching back.
God. Come on.
Like, I appreciate you yelling in my ear, Dweez, but all right.
No, I was yelling in the mic.
With me sitting right next to it. I do appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Try not to blow anything up. This asteroid is fragile from what I understand, so try not to break it while we're inside it.
Well, the blast gun here, it's less effective against non-organic materials.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
Grenades might be slightly problematic on this trip.
Well, a grenade's a grenade. You got to do what you got to do.
There was that
All right.
time, Weasel. Excuse me.
So what now,
Anything
guys?
anyone wants to bring with, or we set with our gear? Then let's
You
move
also
out.
have a robotic tractor that can carry gear for you if you want. Yeah, it'll follow you around and obey your commands. Essentially, it doesn't really have arms itself. It has
A
like a
bucket.
module that interacts with the crew, but it's essentially just a wagon. It's like a robotic wagon that follows you around.
I never
you
trust these things. One of my brothers
Does it
was
have
killed
a-
by one.
Its AI must have gone a little wonky. Sorry to hear that, Dweezil, but
No, it wasn't on at the time. It fell off the
Well, that
back.
sounds like
It fell off the back of a flatbed.
mm. So he never made it to his final destination, is what you're saying.
I'm gonna just eye the robot. Then I'm gonna go
don't worry,
first.
Dweezil. Nima keeps an eye on it.
I will take point if we're going in.
So you guys going
Gladly.
fully armed and loaded, or diplomatic stance?
I would say, considering they're not in communication, I'm going to follow Dweezil in and let him take point
Yeah.
potentially.
So blast
Oh, yeah.
rifles and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finger off the trigger, obviously, but we're
Yeah.
going in like an infiltration. We don't know what happened here.
Yeah, I'm kind of hanging back with like a detection device, like trying to figure out if I can pick up any communications within the station as well.
Okay.
My gun is slung over my back. Yeah.
Okay.
I am confidently striding between them, knowing that my team are the best at what they do and will handle.
Yeah.
And
that's
keep in
right.
mind that you have a mini computer on your arm, so it's like, a tracking device, a scanner. You communicate with your ship, so it does all that kind of stuff that you'd expect a techie sci-fi thing to do, right? It's a universal device.
Constantly adjusting it and scrolling through different apps to like try and make contact. So yeah.
Cool.
All right. So I'll go in the airlock and past it if the airlock is inconsequential in whatever the first room is.
Okay. Do you want to wear your breather?
Only if someone reminds me. No, I'm a Marine. I know to put that on. I'll put that on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go in the airlock, and it seems all green to enter the second lock and enter the station. Nothing is blocking it, or it's not locked or anything like that.
I will gesture for Nima to open the door while I keep it covered with my gun.
Okay. Take a quick
Okay.
look. I don't show any biohazards out there either, so we're clear.
No,
Run a quick
no.
bypass and open the
No.
door.
You do notice that whatever element this asteroid is composed of, it's playing havoc with your scanner on your arm scanner. But you are picking up life signs in the station. Breathable air and life signs activity.
Are they human life signs?
Yes.
Referencing the notes, does it look like about the right number for the amount of crew we're anticipating minus a few casualties?
Yes. It looks like what you expect. There are 6 engineers and 6 scientists on the station, and you're picking up 12 people.
So far, so good.
All right. I will move on to the next room once the airlock's open.
Okay, so as the airlock comes open, you see 2 people standing there just outside the lock, and of course there's a light behind them, so they're kind of in silhouette, right? And you see the shape of a man and a woman standing next to him, and he's in a white coat and she's like in a jumper or like a one piece.
Hello there. Greetings from Cyvox.
Oh,
Haven't heard from you in a while.
yes. Hi, I am Isaac, and this is Lise. Isaac, he introduces himself as the scientific lead, and Lise is the the lead for the engineers. And the first thing you notice, besides their outfits, they're not being aggressive or anything. They're being pretty cordial. Their outfits is that she's extremely pregnant.
Okay, lower
Like
the
about
gun.
about ready to go.
All right.
Being you're not a
My
doctor, that's what you would guess.
Yeah, I will lower the gun
Okay.
grudgingly.
Okay. And being the diplomat captain, they seem very like not unstressed for like you guys showing up, right? Because when fixers show up, people are usually really nervous because something's usually wrong, and they're there to audit what's happening, right? And the people there are usually nervous, and they're just like nice and jovial and friendly. You know, welcome to X617. We've been expecting you.
Have you? Well, that's
Yes.
good to hear, considering we haven't heard from you in some time. I'm assuming that's why you were expecting us, since you lost contact, or
Yes.
have you been expecting us for other reasons?
Well, what happened was, as we've drilled more into this asteroid and loosened, I guess, some of these elements, it has caused havoc with our communications. We have been able to receive communications, so we knew you were coming, but we can't transmit for some reason. We feel it's the elements, but we're not totally sure. Our
My mind is
communication
suddenly
system array is
flipping back.
working perfectly.
I'm
sorry,
suddenly
what?
remembering Dweezil screaming into the microphone moments before and just hoping that they
Right.
don't remember that.
Right.
Captain.
Oh, that. Yeah, we heard that.
I'm gonna whisper probably too loudly to the captain. Is it standard procedure to tell people that fixers are coming in advance?
Well, it depends on whether or not they want them to be worried. And I must say, you don't seem particularly worried. Since you have been expecting us, has something been prepared for us to inspect while we're here?
Oh, there's no need for that. They both turn and kind of smile at each other. We've worked out our problems. We had a lot of a lot of rough spots, you know, when we were starting out with this excavation, and everything is fine now. We've all worked out our problems. As you can see, we've been a little friendly on the station, or on the asteroid, and Lise kind of chuckles and blushes.
Indeed.
But you know, everything's worked out, so you guys can just get back in your ship and just say everything. You know, we'll be shipping out artifacts soon. Everything is fine.
Oh, I do wish that I could do that, but you know, if I don't do my due diligence here, we don't get paid for coming all of this way. And my crew, they very much like to get paid. Dweezil, in particular, he very much likes to get paid. So I think we'll just have a little look around, and since you're also very friendly at the moment, we'll just share some friendship with you all and make sure everything's running smoothly. Make sure there's nothing that we can help with while we're here.
Well,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
it's your time, but you know, I mean,
It's the company's
It'd be
time.
easier money if you didn't have to do anything, right?
That's true.
Now,
But
now.
I should at least inspect your communication system to see if I can't help you reestablish a link to back to Cybox.
Oh, sure. Yeah. We don't really have someone that skilled in that kind of device, so that would really help us if you looked at it. Yeah. So follow us. Come on in. So it's a nice living area. They have a lot of furniture. They're kind of mingling around, and there are indeed the 12 people. No one really seems to be working or doing anything. Like, all 6 engineers are here. And then the first thing that you notice is all the women here are pregnant, and very far along pregnant.
Were all of the women in the first batch to be here long enough that it definitely was all on station?
Well, the engineers came like a year and a half ahead, and then the scientists came. So so they've been here about a year. So they would have had enough time. Yeah. to
Goodness, you
naturally
have been
get pregnant.
friendly.
But it is a little bit odd that they're all pregnant and all very far along pregnant.
I must say, it's a good thing that we did happen by because you don't necessarily have enough supplies for quite this many new mouths.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
You guess that's
Um,
true? You haven't
Uh,
planned for the children?
well, yeah.
Yeah, what? Yeah, you have, or yeah, you haven't?
I mean, the children would, our supply ship would be by, and the children would have, most mothers here want to suckle their children, and they would have that. You don't need baby food right away, right?
It is. Is it not unusual to be in such a state in a professional environment such as this?
They all kind of look at each other. We're a little embarrassed. We just, after we had our little tussle and things were heated because we had some accidents, and stopped blaming each other for everything. We decided, we kind of made up, and I guess we made up a little too nicely.
Let's circle back just a moment. What sort of accidents were occurring? The report that I got was slightly vague on those details.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were, mining into the core of the asteroid because that's where the signal was coming from, and just this asteroid, the composition of the stone is very loose, and some of our engineers didn't take enough precautions, and we had a few accidents. So it was rough.
But you made it to the signal source, yes?
We did, yeah. We made the signal source, and we found some of the artifacts. And the head scientist says, "Would you like to see them?"
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'd say so. And I'm going to signal for Nima to bring the scanners forward because I don't want to get close to anything potentially radioactive.
Look over to Cat. Okay. All right. I'm used to taking these risks.
I have not holstered my weapon, by the way.
Oh, okay. You're still holding it. Okay.
The more they say stuff, the less I'm holstering my weapon.
Okay, so Captain, you notice one seems to be the youngest man in the engineering group, wearing the overalls and the one piece, and he doesn't seem as jovial as the others and friendly. He's just kind of watching not only you guys, but the whole rest of the group. And just kind of hanging back and being quiet.
Hanging back how far?
Like by a doorway. Like leaning against a doorway. Everybody else was kind of like sitting on the nice couches and having drinks, and not alcohol drinks, but just drinking, relaxing and eating. He's kind of away from the group.
Since the captain's doing the talking and Nima's doing the scanning, if I can do so without losing sight of my companions, I'd like to sidle up to that guy.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can easily do that. So, do you want to stay here and talk to this guy? You see his name tag, it says Jimmy. Do you want to stay here and talk to Jimmy, or do you want to go with the rest of the group into the other chamber to see these artifacts first?
If it involves being separated, then no, I'll stay with the group.
Okay. Yeah, it would be separated. So they take you in. It's kind of a vault chamber.
Before we leave the room, seeing that he moved over to the side to talk to the guy that was sort of standing off, as he moves that direction, I'm just going to check the comms to see if our personal comms work between us, if we can talk to each other, or if the rock is keeping us from being able to use our personal comms too.
Yeah, they are working, but even now there's a little bit of interference.
Even in the same room.
At this close range, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
there's
we
a
don't
little bit of interference. So you can imagine if you're on the, in the tunnels or on the other side of the asteroid or whatever, it may not work.
Before I walk back to the group. I'd like to, if I could, non-verbally indicate to Jimmy that I want him to follow us, like with my
Oh, okay.
with a head nod or something, and then go
Okay.
back.
Okay. He shakes his head a little bit, like no. Like I can't, or I'm afraid to.
I'm gonna glance at the closest engorged belly, and then look back at him with my eyebrows up.
He shakes his head, like slightly. No.
Is anybody else noticing him shaking his head? Just
They
quick
they
scan of the
don't
group, they're ignoring him.
they don't seem to have. They're all interested in you guys.
I'm worried we're gonna leave this guy and he's gonna be dead when we see him again.
I'll loosen my gun a little bit in the holster, giving you the signal if you want to stay and catch us up. Non-verbally giving you sort of the,
Yeah,
hey,
I'll stay.
we can handle it for a
I'll
second.
stay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So he engages with you with some light conversation,
Okay.
but nothing.
So
He doesn't really say anything. He slips you a note.
I will glance at it.
Okay. It says meet at 1900 in the tool shed.
Do I have a map of the station?
Yes.
Is there a tool shed?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right on the outskirts of the. It's not a separate unit. It's hollowed into of course, the asteroid, but it's on the outskirts of the tunnels that lead into where the alien artifacts were.
Before I walk away from this guy, I'd like to surreptitiously hand him a grenade.
Okay.
Weasel makes
okay.
friends.
He becomes really nervous.
Considering
like
how many people
visibly
died in
nervous.
cave-ins, yes.
Okay, so as the rest of you follow the science crew, they take you to this vault that they say we keep the artifacts locked up because if there were any kind of incident or something, we want them to be secure, right? So, uses a special card, gets in, and takes you in to this vault. And even when you're in the vault, they're like behind like this really thick, transparent aluminum shield. So that's enclosed. There's like an airlock door that can go into this room to get these artifacts. So guys, what do the artifacts look like?
Mine looks like Jimmy.
Oh, I would imagine it's some sort of geometric shape, sort of like the toys you play with as kids to build atom shapes of balls with lines between them, but not necessarily making molecules we know.
Mm-hmm. What's the color?
Orange.
Cool. Are there any designs on them?
Some. But in places that doesn't necessarily make sense to have it. It's not a uniform thing.
Ah, right. Gotcha. So it seems like it's not symmetrical. The designs aren't symmetrical or anything. They're kind of randomly placed.
It might be writing, labeling things. It might just be random patterns. Hard to tell.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So,
but goodness, you have them contained behind a fair amount of shielding. Is there a concern with these artifacts?
They do put off some signature. And so he goes over to the wall computer. He kind of shows you like a graph of like this weird seismic signature they're giving off.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And I look at
there's the
Nima
low.
to see if it makes more sense to you.
Yeah, this is giving off a very strange EM field that I'm unfamiliar with. So it's a little disturbing to see because again, I'm very familiar with these types of energy fields, but this is different.
Yeah, is there anything else you can tell us about it from your experience as a tech?
Oh, let me run this through an analyzer and see if I can't decipher or at least decode what the EM field might be trying to tell us.
So Isaac picks up like a chip and gives it to you, and he says that here's the data. You can check it out on your scanner. I just need to have it before you leave.
Okay.
And we wouldn't want the inventory to be off, right?
Right. And the company may not be too happy if we give out data, you know what I'm saying? But I would
Indeed.
like your input. These do seem to be some kind of mechanical devices. And one of the scientists, Tony, said he's a doctor. He's the medical doctor of the place. He says that are you guys hearing the music really loud? Or is it just me? Okay.
I can turn it down.
There we go.
So he's a medical doctor of the place, and he says, I've been tested, and I'm slightly ESP, psychic, and I feel a psychic signature coming from these artifacts.
Meaning that they are somewhat sentient?
Yes.
Goodness.
I can't prove that scientifically, but I've always been sensitive to psychic phenomena.
Hmm.
And I feel that they're putting off some kind of psychic signature that I can feel in my brain.
Well,
Is it
my apologies. I could run it through my communication software and see if there is any like recognizable pattern.
Okay. You wouldn't actually detect anything. You actually have to be psychically sensitive.
Okay.
So he could be making this up. There's no real proof, right?
Yeah. Is there anything with the electromagnetic field, like it's giving that kind of weird readout?
Yeah.
I think
and
like,
so, but yeah, there is a scientific, there is like an EM field, whatever that's coming from it, right? And that has been known too. Boy, the music's getting really loud.
Yeah.
They want to just cut it.
Okay.
I don't think it's auto ducking anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, you are
say
picking
it's
that
giving
up.
You a psychic you're picking it up in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting just a feeling? Is it a pressure? Are there words?
No words. I just feel like a sentience to it. But it's not scientific or anything. It's more like a feeling, you know. It can't be proven or disproven.
And tell me, Doctor, have you made any progress on this station at all in decoding the signal that led us to the artifacts? Has there been any sort of understanding as to, are the artifacts giving the signal or was it separate?
Yeah, it was strange. It was like when the scout ship Angelus picked it up, it was definitely like a signal, a readable signal. And when we arrived on the asteroid, it stopped. The signal stopped. They are still giving out that signature, but it's like they're in hovering mode, or like they're in waiting mode or something. You know, they're powered but powered down or something like that, because they haven't given the signal since we've been here.
They called you here, and then when you got here, they shut down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to see if Dweezil is with us yet, because that makes me very nervous.
Okay. Is he?
Yeah, I will have caught up as fast as I can once I'm done with Jimmy.
Okay. So you hear about blah 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 blah, some of the end of it, science crap.
Psychic pottery?
Very rat in a trap kind of a, now that we're here, they don't need the signal anymore. I feel very much like a fish. Dweezil, do you feel like a fish?
What?
Or maybe a
Never.
moth of flame, maybe?
If you want to know what kind of animal I am, I always figured I was kind of a rhino.
You know, Dweezil, that makes perfect sense. I can see that.
Do you know a rhinoceros can run up to 30 miles per hour?
I did not.
Herbivores, too.
Is
And I'm
Steve
going
breaking
to
up for you guys?
pivot back
Yeah, I hear
just
you breaking
slightly.
up again, Steve. Sorry.
I'm going to pivot back to the scientists and say these haven't, on that note, moved at all on their own, have they? They have not shifted or in any way become, besides this mental
No,
signature.
no, no. And there aren't a lot of artifacts in here. There are like 3. They say they ship most of them off to the corporation.
And when was the last shipment? Do we know when the last one went out? Because we've been telling that it's been trickled
6
down.
months
Right?
ago. 6 months ago.
When
So,
is your next shipment scheduled to be going out?
They're supposed to come pick it up, but when we get a certain amount, but we haven't reached the amount yet.
Hmm.
So a dozen. Our first shipment was a dozen, and the excavations have slowed down, so we haven't really found that much.
The excavations have slowed down, or the progress has slowed down? How often are you digging compared to your previous schedule? I can't help but notice that everyone is off shift at the same time.
Well, we've
Yeah.
latticed we've latticed the area with tunnels, so we feel we've done a pretty thorough. Now we got to kind of work out from that core that we excavated, work out from there, and try to find more artifacts.
Did you say work out? Where do you work out?
Well, we do have a nice gym here.
Okay, one thing I noticed is that most of the female crew seems to be in no shape to be digging.
Oh yeah, we have had to give them leave as the pregnancies have progressed. Yes.
So that explains the slowdown in work.
Yeah, that would be part of it. Yeah, definitely, since half the crew can't work, or we
And
don't
is there
want
a
them to work.
reason? Is there a reason why the shifts are happening all at the same time? Is it just you have enough space now, you don't need to work in shifts, or?
Well, we're just low on people, as you can see.
Right.
Really,
So you're
that's
saying
the
we
main
should
problem.
rotate your crew out and request the company replace them then?
Yeah, but I don't know if they want to make a special journey out here, and like our communication problems, it hasn't been easy to try to request anything.
Do they seem on the level with this? Am I getting? I mean, they seem like they truly believe everything they're saying.
They seem like they truly believe whatever they tell you. Yeah. You don't see really any tells.
I would like to slip that note to the captain.
What time is it now?
So it's about 1500 right now.
Couple hours to kill. Nima, do you have any thoughts at this point? You're our communications specialist. Any possible receiver ideas?
not unless I get a good look at their communication equipment before I can make any diagnosis.
Ah, marvelous. Please lead us to your communication equipment so Nima can get started. Nima's really the best at what Nima does.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. So they don't seem really thrilled about that. But one of them takes you to the Nima takes you to the communication array controls.
Let me take a quick look at this. So,
On the
a quick
surface,
diagnostic, yeah.
on the surface, everything seems okay.
Then I will use my skill to analyze it further.
Okay.
Dive into its.
Okay, you'll have to get
software
into the
and-
guts, and that'll take several hours of work.
Yeah. Start dismantling and having a look at it.
Right.
Hmm. Did we see anyone other than Jimmy who looked like he wasn't on board with whatever this is?
No.
Did we see anyone who looked like the weakest link?
Not particularly. They all seem very healthy.
I mean,
They must use that gym a lot.
emotionally. I'm looking for the straggling older member of the herd
Uh-huh. Right.
to try and pick him off and question him.
None
And
of
I
them
am looking
seem-
specifically
Yeah.
for a male. I don't want to deal with whatever's inside these women.
Right.
You don't want pregnancy hormones to come into your conversation?
I don't look. Jimmy Jimmy watches a lot of movies. Jimmy's not sure those are human babies.
What would they be?
Who knows? This is an alien place full of alien telepathic pots.
They're all being very Stepford wives, kind of like, oh, everything's fine and great.
Very, yeah.
I've been to a lot of places in a lot of parts of space, and I have never seen an entire colony of women all pregnant at the same time. Something's wrong.
Perhaps something is in the water. You know, I would love to have a tour of the facility. Could we see maybe that gym you mentioned, your kitchen facility, perhaps? I'd like to sort of just take my scanner and check over the food supply, the water, see if I can find anything that I should be letting Nima know about to add to her data source.
Sure. So one of the excavation team volunteers, her name is Micah, and she just healthy and happy as punch. Glad to take you around and show you everything, and ready to pop. Looks like any second.
But she
I must
can
say, I'm
walk
very sure
okay.
you have a doctor here.
What's that?
She can walk okay. Her feet aren't swelling
She
up.
waddles a bit, yeah, but
Okay.
she seemed very healthy. Doesn't complain about any aches or pains or anything.
Well, I must say
Rosy
the doctor that
rosy
we sent out
complexion.
here with you is very good, and I mean he seems to be doing a marvelous job on all of you.
Oh
think
yes,
it's
he
all
gives us
him?
lots of vitamins. Make sure we take our vitamins to for the baby and all that.
Hmm.
And he's tracked the pregnancies from the start.
Who is the
Important.
father of yours?
She kind of blushes a little bit. She's like, well, Isaac.
Isaac.
He's the head of
Alright.
the scientific team.
You are
I
very
see.
lucky.
Oh, I know. He's a catch.
Well, if the captain's going off with her, I'm gonna stay with Nima, and the next time a different pregnant woman is nearby, I'm gonna ask her who the father is.
I think
Okay.
you're onto something.
Mhm.
And I'm like on my back, up under the communications panel, I just kind of look out at Dweezil, like, okay.
And as you try to be nonchalant, but of course you're not, you manage to ask everyone, and they're all different. They've all been
Okay.
impregnated by different people,
But is there?
except
So-
for one, who was both from Isaac.
Okay. So what I was looking for was either someone who said they didn't know who the father was, or for all of them to say the same person.
Yeah, they didn't say the
which-
same person, and they all said a different person.
Those
except
would
for
be
the
two
person who
different brands of trouble, but but no, that's actually pretty normal, all things considered. So
And they're like kind of like joke. Well, there's not a lot to do here on the off time. I mean, look at this place. I mean, it's like we're all kind of stuck in here, and things happen.
well, you're just. I mean, are you guys like together? I don't even know who I'm talking to. Like, are you guys like together, or are you like what happens when you leave the station and go back to Earth or wherever? Like what?
Oh, we've been here for a year, so we haven't gone back to Earth
Right, but I
or
mean,
any other place.
The assignment's gonna end. Like,
Kind of, why would we want to leave?
like is this your like long-term partner now, or is he like Like, I just feel like everyone's being very nonchalant about the fact that they're suddenly pregnant.
What do you judgment? I mean, you judging me? I mean, I can have a child if I want. It doesn't matter. It's none of your business.
Well, no, you're right, and it isn't any of my business, except for
need
the
a
fact
father.
that finding out what kind. No, okay, if that's your point of view, is that everyone else's point of view here?
Oh, I don't know, but you know.
Because here's the thing, you're wrong about something. It literally is my business to find out what the fuck is going on this station. It's actually my business.
Okay, Weasel, what's really going on is I got really horny one day, and I got pregnant.
Everybody did.
Well, around the same time, yeah. I mean, like I say, it gets lonely.
Do the alien pots ever talk to you?
Should they? No.
All right, just wondering.
Subtle like a hammer, right?
Anything living here that's not a human?
No, there are no animals.
I'm asking this lady.
Oh no, we don't have any.
Okay.
We had a cat, but it died, unfortunately.
Are you sure? Where's the cat?
Well, we jettisoned it out into space, like the bodies that died here. We gave them a funeral and jettisoned them out into space.
Into space, in the asteroid field.
Yeah. What else would we do?
Well, given the lack of any other large gravitational source, the bodies are probably stuck to the ground outside. You could have buried them.
Yeah. Well, usually procedure is to freeze the corpse or put it in stasis until the body can be recovered.
Yeah.
Or taken to relatives or whatever, right?
Sure.
Just ejecting them out into space is not standard procedure.
Yeah. I think Dweezil probably knows that already.
He does. Yeah, he knows that.
Okay. I'd like to head back to Nima. Is she by herself fixing this thing?
Yes.
I would like to close the door and lean down and say, there's not one fucking thing wrong with that radio, is there?
You actually have found something wrong. And what is wrong is the radio is not optimally set up. So whether that's a mistake or it's been intentionally done, that's really hard to determine.
Yeah.
They're just incompetent. Whoever set it up was not totally competent, or it's been sabotaged. It's not like blatantly sabotaged, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, Dweez, this doesn't look like somebody with any real skill set this up. I can't tell if it was done on purpose or not, but I think I can get it operating again.
The problem is something that would have had to be done during setup.
Yes.
Because they were in communication for the first 6 months.
That is so true. So I would suspect that maybe there's a touch of sabotage here.
Okay, let's start killing the babies.
Oh, and I would love to think that that's about when I come back from my tour of the ship to hear Dweezil say that through the door as I push it.
It's like face palm. Oh God, Dweezil.
Oh, hi, Captain.
What are you doing now? Dweezil. Subtlety. That's what I like about you. Subtlety. That's subtlety. Okay. So
subtle as a rhino.
So Jimmy basically scheduled your guys' meeting for like dinner time. So they're all getting ready to have dinner and all this kind of stuff. And Jimmy's like not visible, not around.
Okay.
And they don't seem to have noticed that.
All right. When we get to being right before tool shed time, I'm going to try and get Dweezil and Nima together without anybody hearing us, to kind of find out, okay, Nima, we've got a meeting scheduled with Jimmy. We're going to go find out what he's got to say about things. Would you like to wrap up what you're working on and come with us, or would you like to keep pushing on?
Okay, wrap up would be basically put the plates back on and leave it as it is. It's going to take more tinkering to actually get it to optimal efficiency.
Yeah.
And you're not sure how long that will be.
Yeah, Captain. This job to fix the communication is going to take a little bit of time. I don't know whether I should just stay here and do that now or go with you. You tell me.
Well, at this point, we're on company time, so I'm in no particular hurry. I would say, based on the fact that we can't stay in communication, I would rather have you stick with Dweez and I. But if you'd rather power through and get it working, I will defer to you. I'd rather take you with us.
All right. Well, let me seal this up, and I'll be right with you. Let me get it all closed up again.
While she's doing that, I would want to.
Yeah, let's not say anything to anybody about what I found. We don't want anyone to get an idea that we're on to them just yet.
Indeed. No, I think I'll take one of the engineers aside and just let them know that I'm gonna take another quick spin around and show Dweezil a couple of the high points of what I had seen earlier. Let them both know, both Nima and Dweezil, sort of where the emergency things are that they need, and that we already ate on the way in, and we don't want to disturb their meal, so we'll entertain ourselves while they eat.
Okay.
That way they don't miss us at the table.
Gotcha. The women in particular seem to have very healthy appetites, like you'd expect a pregnant woman to do. Maybe a little more than you'd expect, right? The men seem to be cutting back their rations and giving it to the women. As gentlemen do, right?
I want to also mention those vitamins, the doctor being the one who can hear things. If we can get a look into the med lab and what vitamins are being given to those women, the doctor's looking awfully good for saboteur for me if he's the only one talking to these rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't really explain the pregnancies, does it? Unless they all lied to me about who the father was. Could be the doctor.
Oh, no, I believe they all have different husbands or fathers or mates or whatever word you wish to use. But I believe that potentially those prenatal vitamins that are keeping everyone so very healthy are potentially something. No one should be this healthy when they're this pregnant all at once like this. It's just statistically impossible.
It's a natural.
You know how hard I have to work to look like this all the time? It's just as wrong on an asteroid. And if it's just not natural, I want a bottle to take with us.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, maybe he's got some kind of super supplements in there.
Magic elixir, right?
I wonder,
pills,
put it in a shake before you hit the gym.
Okay, so do you want to stop off at the medical? You don't have a lot of time till it's Tony time, or do you want to?
No, I thought we Tony first.
Okay.
Isn't it Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, sorry, Jimmy. Thank you. So
he gave us a thank you.
So you get to the door outside the tool shed, a little bit into the tunnels, right? And they're rough-hewn tunnels. The interior where you guys had been was carved out, but it was also like metal structures were put in place and everything, whereas the tunnels really aren't. They're just mostly tunneled with some supports. So yeah, and that just goes on into the darkness. There are lights strung along the tunnel so you can see, but it just leads off into the asteroid. And then yeah, so as you open the door, Jimmy's standing there. He's like, come in, quick.
Hey, Jimmy. This is the captain.
Yeah, and he's like, he kind of flicks his head up like this, and you notice that there is a like sensor camera on the wall, and he's like looking at you, Nima.
Yeah. Look up at it. Like, let me see if I can't do something. Is there like an exposed wire line there, like a conduit?
There is, yeah.
Okay. I will make quick work of that, hopefully.
Okay. So yeah, as you feel you've got it cut off, he's like, what do you want to know?
Oh, goodness. Where would you like to start? What the hell is going on here?
Who sabotaged the
It's
communications?
It's strange, isn't it? Oh, are the communications sabotaged? I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I don't know. It started when the scientists showed up about 9 months ago. It happened, and we supposedly there was an area that was uncovered, which is now restricted to the rest of the crew, or me included. We can't go into the area. The scientists restricted, said it was too dangerous for us engineers to go into the area. But after we discovered that, I think it's like at the core of this asteroid. After they discovered that, that's when this weirdness started to happen. People started acting strange. The cat died. The women started becoming pregnant, noticeably pregnant.
Just to confirm, Jimmy, you haven't had any fatherly activities recently, have you?
No. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with these people. I don't know what, but there's something wrong. Ever since they found this thing.
What excuse did they give for jettisoning the bodies? There should be bodies here for us to collect and bring back, and there are not.
Yes. I was not made on that decision. They just said that's what's happening.
Jimmy, why specifically?
I think they don't want them to see the bodies. Something happened. I think it's more than an accident.
Why were you afraid to talk to us in front of the others?
Because they're all, I don't know, something's wrong with them. Can you tell?
Yes, we can tell, but have they done anything dangerous? Have they threatened you? Have they ordered you to do something that is harmful? What?
No, nothing like that.
Are you afraid of?
Nothing like that. I don't know why I feel this way, but there's something wrong. I just know it. I feel it in my gut.
Have you ever been into the core or handled any of the artifacts?
No.
Yeah, they are giving off an unusual EM field that could be affecting their brain chemistry, but only the doctor could probably confirm that. But if he's under its influence...
But why not me? Why not me? And why not you?
Have you had any odd surgeries in your life? Well,
no,
we just got
healthy.
here. Maybe that's why not us, because we just got here. Were the scientists acting weird the minute they stepped off their ship, or did it take until they uncovered this thing before they started acting weird?
No, we were at each other's throats when they first got here. There was so much fighting. The scientists were like, "You're not going fast enough. We need more artifacts. The company wants these artifacts, blah blah blah." And then after this, we discovered the core. They're like, "Eh."
Is it possible
Suddenly now the pressure is gone?
Yeah.
Is it possible there was some sort of highly evolved energy being that forced everyone to be kind to each other rather than murder one another?
What?
Something I saw in a movie once.
Oh, okay.
Now,
yeah.
Jimmy,
I don't think so.
Circling back to those bodies that were jettisoned, I really, I'm going to be questioned on that point, and I need to have an answer for that when I speak to them. You said that the area in which they died has been sealed off and no one is allowed to go in. I was given to understand in my report that the last time we heard from you, there was some suspecting of that being actions by one side or the other was there any reason here on site why you would have any reason to believe it was not just a cave-in death?
I mean, it's dangerous working in there, but we were all really careful. Because we know the danger, you're extra careful, or at least I am. And these are all professionals. I've worked with them for years, and they're not who I know. They're not the people I know. None of them.
You show us on
I
a
don't know
map
the
where that
scientists.
section is. I'm gonna hold out my wrist thing and have him show me exactly
Okay.
where they've blocked off.
Okay, yeah. So you guys have a map of the asteroid. So he shows you, and it's almost dead center of the asteroid.
Oh, so that's where they died, and it's also the place where they're not allowed to go?
They died in that area.
And our Mr. Not part of the Stepford Wives Club has not spent time there either.
No.
Are our suits going to be enough to protect us from this sort of a thing? Goodness. Nima, do we have anything on board that you know of that we could pressurize ourselves with completely to make this safe? Do you think just our face masks will be enough if we go into this area?
You do have space suits, but they would be difficult to sneak on without anybody seeing you hauling spacesuits in.
Yeah, our this pressure gel armor jumpsuit, is that what you're talking about, Scotty? That we'd have to sneak on, or is that something?
No, you have that on. That's
okay.
on.
Yeah, but like an EVA suit, like she's asking, would be
Yeah, it's a literal spacesuit, right? You do have literal spacesuits, but they would be they're not easy to just put in your bag and bring on the station.
If they're all eating at the same time and they're all working at the same time, perhaps they will all be sleeping at the same time.
True.
I don't think they do a lot of sleeping around here. But
they're awfully healthy. They must sleep.
They must do a lot of things. Jimmy, that's actually the question I had for you. Around 7 to 9 months ago, before all these women turned up pregnant, did you catch wind of any of these activities while they were happening? Like, do you know who was with who?
No. It was just, I noticed the change in people, and then, of course, through time, they became pregnant. I noticed they were pregnant eventually, and it all kind of clicked. Like, there's this weird group going on, or this clique, and I don't belong.
What I'm asking is, like, did you see Bobby sneaking into Janie's room at night? Did that ever happen?
Right.
Or
No.
did Janie just come up pregnant and then say Bobby was there?
That's all I know. I never saw anybody with anybody.
And you say you've been with these people for many years. Are they, and that they're not acting as they should? So they're not particularly lovey-dovey coupling up, even just holding hands down the corridor.
No, and you notice that too, that they're not like, none of the couples are lovey-dovey.
Otherwise, the two women with one man, we theoretically would at least know whether they were okay with that. But it didn't even come up, which is strange.
Right. There's no affection. That men tend to be more affectionate when their girlfriend or wife is pregnant. And none of that.
But they're withholding food from themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get in there.
Yeah,
Captain, it's your call. Do we go back for the EVA suits, or do we just kick in the damn door?
Well, goodness, Dweezil, that depends. Do you feel like impregnating Nima and I?
You guys have guns.
Trick question, Nima. I vote we wait.
I mean, like now?
You can keep your slam hammer to yourself, Dweezil.
Indeed, I vote we go back for the EVA suits.
It's just a call sign.
Maybe we can, one of us can explore the chamber in an EVA suit and report back. It may be easier.
Okay, it will make the guns basically useless because you can't. The fingers are too big on the gloves to seal the suit and use the guns.
Can I trade Jimmy my my sidearm blast pistol for my grenade back?
Sure. It's like, I'm nervous carrying this thing anyway. I was like, what are you
Yeah.
giving me this thing for?
So
Well, I didn't know what was going on. I thought
But
you
thank
might
you
have
for
to
the
blow up a
for the
room.
gun. I may need it.
Yeah, thanks.
The way things are going, I'm really creeped out. So what do you
Well,
think? What do you think's going on?
I have a list of working theories.
Yeah, I would. I wish I
First theory-
understood the. Sorry. Go ahead, please.
No, you can talk.
I would really like to understand the EM field being emitted by these artifacts. Again, it may be affecting their brain chemistry or even controlling them on some level. But
Yeah.
again, not a doctor, so I can't say.
And on your scanner, you notice that the fields are not like they're all the same. Like they're synchronized. Like the artifacts have a synchronized signature.
Yeah, would I know what an EKG signal would look like? Do they look similar to a brainwave pattern? I may have
You
seen
would,
in the
but
past?
you wouldn't be. You would, but you wouldn't be. Necessarily be able to like tell what that meant.
Yeah,
If you saw
yeah.
it, you would
Nima,
know.
have you ever done one of these scans near a cat?
Out of curiosity, sure, once or twice. Even a
Do
few
you
dogs.
see anything? Do you see anything in the EM fields around here that reminds you of a cat?
No.
Here's here's what happened.
There's a ghost cat drifting about. Right?
Someone on this station, in the fit of rage at their coworkers, murdered the company cat. What they didn't know was that cat was actually infested with alien spores. So when they jettisoned the cat out the airlock, the blowback from the airlock closing actually infected the rest of the party. We have essentially an undead ghost cat mind controlling people through spores. Guaranteed that's what happened.
that is
like,
a
well,
strong
that's
working theory, Dweezil.
Interesting.
Jimmy, I'll bet you were on the other side of the station when the cat was jettisoned, weren't you?
I was. Yeah, I was working.
That proves it.
So the cat's body also you never got to see.
No.
Were you told how the cat died? Was it also in a cave-in?
I was told that it got into something and it got mortally wounded, and something fell on it, got mortally wounded, and they put it out of its misery. The doctor.
So I say I'm going to go back in and do my best to entrance the room and be incredibly distracting while the two of you go back to the ship, get our suits, sneak them back into these tunnels. Once everyone goes to sleep, we can then just come back to these tunnels, get in the suits, go take a look together without having to do the entire in and out while everyone's asleep so we don't set off any proximity alarms or anything.
All right.
Anyone have a better plan? I'm open to suggestions.
No, that works. Which of us is doing the EVA? At first I was assuming it was me since I'll be alone.
Do we
but
only
then
have one?
I'll do it. I'll go in the suit. I'm probably best for that anyway because I can analyze any unusual things.
You do have
inside
3
said
suits. Yeah, you
chamber.
do have 3 full suits.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's both go then.
I vote we all go.
Okay. Let's do it.
So the plan is while
I
they're
thought you were busy fan dancing to keep the distracted. or whatever.
To get the suits into the building, yeah.
Ah,
So do you want to wait? You want to distract them or wait till they go to sleep?
Will breaching the airlock while they're asleep alert them to it?
Yes.
Does it set off them? I vote I fan dance while you guys get the suits, and then
Yeah,
we go
we'll
into
get-
the core once they're asleep.
yeah, we'll get
That
the
would be
suits
less
in and
suspicious. That would be less suspicious. Yeah.
let's do that.
Right, let
All
me get my fan.
How do you want to distract them?
I would like the doctor to give me a lecture on how these prenatal women are doing so very well. I would like to have all of them discuss their health with me here for a little while. It's a marvel of scientifics. And since I can't tell the company about things going wrong and everything's already been patched up, I need to give them a report on something. So I want to make you guys look good. So give me something to report to them. What are the vitamins you're using? I'd like to scan them. See if I can use that as a.
Right. So while she's doing that, you guys are going to go on the ship and get the suits, right? Are you getting all 3 suits or just 2?
We'll get all 3 and we'll stash them somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily do that. No problem. The captain. I assume you just tell them that, oh, my crew had to go on the ship for some reason, whatever reason you make up, while they're all being entertained.
I need supplies for my sleeping chamber. I have requirements. It's heavy. They get it for me.
And all the women are super excited about their pregnancies, all happy about it. Like I say, all in like tip-top health, glowing. So it doesn't feel, it feels weird. Not one of them complaining about a sore back or anything.
Or morning sickness or anything.
Or that bastard did this to me.
Yeah. Or I can't wait for this to come out. When will it be over? Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Nope.
All right. So yeah, you guys get the suits, no problem. And Jimmy kind of pokes in, and they're like, "Oh, Jimmy!" The doctor says, "Oh, Jimmy, come on in." And he kind of nervously comes in, and he puts his arm around Jimmy. And he kind of drags him in almost, and he says, "Yeah, we noticed you haven't been spending a lot of time with the group. You should spend more time with us. Entertain our guests that we have. You should be more hospitable to our guests." And he's being really weird, and Jimmy just getting more and more nervous, and he seems to know where to push his buttons, and he's just being really creepy and weird.
Are we back in the room yet?
With the but just being overly nice, right? Just that that thing. Which room?
Or have Nima and I returned from getting the suits, and we're.
Do you want to go to where the captain is?
Yeah, I think that
she
needs to see us to know we're done anyway, right?
Where do you want to stash the suits? In the rooms or in the tunnels?
I was thinking by the comms array.
Okay.
Yeah, or we can claim it's equipment that Nemo's using to help get things back online if they question it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's space under the cabinetry, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay. And
it's her positronic oscillator. It helps with something.
I never know what these eggheads are talking about. Ghost cat.
That's as viable a theory as any right now, Dweezil.
Nothing disproves it at this point. It is as possible as anything.
So the doctor's like, as soon as you guys leave, Jimmy, we'll have to spend more time together.
It's so wonderful.
We should be better buds. We should be better friends.
Oh,
Jimmy was slinking off.
Jimmy was actually showing me around the place earlier. Yeah, Jimmy's a cool dude.
I think so too, and I think he should spend more time with us.
Oh, well, goodness, you all are on one asteroid together and have been for years. You can't possibly all stay in the same room all the time. You'd drive each other insane.
That is how people work.
They kind of all look at each other and chuckle a little bit. It's like, oh, we love each other's company.
Indeed.
The people who were knocked down, drag out, hated each other at the start of this venture, right? Yeah.
Captain, we gotta kill them all.
And I'm gonna yawn loudly to cover that.
No,
so that
no
they
helping
don't
them,
hear
huh? No help. Okay, gotcha.
And oh goodness, I would say it's always good to get a full night's sleep so we can get started early in the morning. Obviously, you guys need to be getting more of these diggings done. Yes, we need more artifacts. There's only a few here. We need to get up to 12. It's been quite some time, and the company will be wanting to hear the state of where we're at. So let's all get a good night's sleep, shall we?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Leave.
And so, do you guys? You guys want to sneak off, right?
Yeah, we want to sort of usher everyone to sleep, and we'll
Yeah.
bed down here in the main room. These tables look very comfortable. We might do a couple of patrols around at night, make sure we don't pick up any weird signals at different times, because we do need to file our report, but we shouldn't make any noises that will disturb you.
Oh, we understand that. All right.
And as soon as they're all asleep, we are gonna hightail it to the suits.
Gotcha. Well, not all of them. They kind of take shifts going to sleep.
Uh-oh.
So there's always somebody around, or a couple people around. But they move around enough that you can get the seats through without being observed. Yeah.
I was gonna say, can Nima hack the cameras as we approach that area?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Put them on like that loop you see people do in movies.
Oh, nice, right?
Record 30 seconds and then loop it. Oh,
That way they're always looking at the empty hallway, but yeah, we can cruise down there easy enough.
Right. And like, since you've been here, no one has been in this room. Like, no one's come to check on you. No one's been to like, oh, is the radio back up or anything? Or the subspace radio up? No one seems to care.
And they don't seem suspicious of us at all.
No.
I'm not used to being this trusted. I'm used to people
It's
not
really
looking
weird.
at us.
It's really weird. People are usually really nervous.
I'm used to, having to glad hand a bit more than this, and they're just being...
Yeah, they're just, whatever.
What about... Did Jimmy go off to bed?
No.
He's with us?
He's a bit upset.
Okay.
Considering that they basically told him when we leave, he's going to become one of them.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to become one of them.
Yeah,
so he's with us. Okay.
Please.
If he's with us, I won't say it out loud, but Dweezil is starting to just play devil's advocate with himself and say, what if these people are all just kind of weird and Jimmy's the one that's got something actually wrong with him? We can't tell, can we?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Completely unaware.
Let's get these suits on and get in that room.
You want to carry the suits with you until you get there, or do you want to put them on and then go into the tunnels?
How far down the tunnels is it before we reach the sealed off area?
It's like several miles.
You'd be... Sorry, go ahead, Captain.
I was just going to say, I vote we go until Nima gets a signal of some sort of it increasing or changing in any way as we enter the tunnels, and if we get any sort of change, suit up.
And the spacesuits would be very awkward because the tunnels aren't optimally made for, normal...
Yeah,
they're just barely enough for a person. Like the spacesuit with all bulk and everything, the helmet, the huge helmet, and the bulk would just be clunking into the walls, and very
Plus,
awkward.
There'd be so many questions if we were seen suited up.
Right.
Yeah.
So carry them down a few miles, suit up when we get a little ways away. I don't want to get right up to the door before we put them on, but
you guys can hook all the suits onto my outfit if you want. I'll just haul them.
Cool. Yeah, you guys have all these kind of hooks, jump hooks on your suit that you can latch stuff to, so they're very like handy suits. Yeah,
like Mass Effect.
Pockets and yeah, exactly.
Throw the gun on your back and it stays there.
We still got a cargo
like a magnet.
Ooh, yeah.
And our little wagon's still following us around, right?
Oh, right, the wagon that killed my brother. I forgot.
The wagon would be a bit trickier to bring.
Down the hall makes sense. Yeah. So.
Yeah. It would be a bit trickier to bring in to hide it. It makes noise as it moves, and
Oh, I see.
It's pretty big. Yeah.
Stay here, Fred, in the common room. Stay here.
All right. It is 10 o'clock. Is it a good time to break before we bust into the big secret room, or do we do that
It's a
after?
perfect time, yes. Perfect
okay,
time.
Great. Okay, so we're going to take our 10-minute break now.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. I cannot wait to use some of my stats when we get back. And we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Tales from the Backlog. We're on this deadly cat ghost-infested space station, teeming with happy pregnant women and guys who are definitely not the father. We'd better put on our EVA suits.
Before Space Jerry Springer breaks out, yeah.
Oh boy.
That
He'd
many not the
probably
fathers?
He'd probably just like be nice and have dinner with them, knowing this place.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. And you all realize by the time you get here that it's really lucky you have this map on your computers, your ARM computers, because you would be totally lost. It's like this labyrinthine maze of tunnels.
Even with
except for
Jimmy
the
with
initial
us?
tunnel that went out. No, he didn't come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He doesn't come to the core.
Yeah. No, he didn't want to come.
Oh, that's
afraid.
suspicious because a minute ago
He's
he was
afraid.
of
He's
being alone
afraid
with
to
them.
come.
Now I'm more suspicious of Jimmy because he was afraid to be alone with them and he's afraid to come to the core.
Yeah, he's afraid of both.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't want to go without the EVA suit either,
Wink.
personally.
Dweezil is suspicious because he doesn't understand fear.
Fair
Okay.
point.
Okay, so you get to the core and there's actually a door there sealing the chamber. And it says,
Well-built
hazard,
construction.
do not enter, you know.
And are all of the tunnels leading up here, they've been braced, not completely, but fairly decently, enough structural supports that it shouldn't be collapsing on us?
Not enough to make you comfortable, but enough to be barely get by.
So if there is something rabid inside there, we can just back up and toss a grenade and collapse the tunnel, maybe.
True. Yeah.
Maybe. I hope the door is enough to hold up the tunnel right here. Where if we stand right here next to the door, I'm more in support of that plan.
Right.
Well, Captain, the plan is that we get away from the door and then collapse the tunnel so the thing can't get to us.
We
That's
have
the
miles to run down these tunnels.
Yeah, we don't have to collapse the entire several miles of tunnel, just enough to block it.
Well,
I look
if the
forward to
whole-
watching you control the explosion.
Yeah, if the whole place cracks open, at least we'll be in our EVA suits.
You don't understand about my skill with grenades.
I forgot. Forgive
I was
me,
the
Dweezil,
top
you're right.
grenadier of my class.
And the door says, highly radioactive. Danger.
Nima, how's the scans coming? Have we changed it all down the tunnels in these last little bit?
No.
No,
There
nothing new,
is
Captain.
some weird element that's interfering with the scanners. Not one you're not familiar with, but you're not picking up any radioactivity.
Yeah, no radioactivity. So yeah, at least our
background-
suit
Alright.
will
just
protect
background
us
that,
from
yeah.
some radiation. Yeah.
Minimal background radioactivity. Yeah.
I'm going to open the door. Dweezil, are you ready to shoot anything that comes through? Nima, let me know if I should slam it shut because the signal suddenly goes super radioactive.
Wait, we have our EVA suits on, right?
Who's putting them on?
We're putting them on before we open the
yeah.
door. We got it.
Okay. So guns will not be able to be used if you put the suit on.
I will have one
The fingers are
grenade.
too big.
I have one grenade in my hand and the other clipped to the belt.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Can I tape the knife that I have to one of my hands so that I
You
have
could
something
use the
I can hold
knife.
on
Yeah,
to?
you could use the knife. Yes.
Excellent. I wanna
Because
make
you
sure
don't
I
have
bring
to
that.
hold the trigger and all this stuff, right? You can just
Excellent.
hold the handle and yeah.
I
So
would
you're good-
also
you're good with that.
like. I would also like to just say this in advance. I have my blast pistol
Yeah.
in the sleeve here. So if worse comes to worse, I can yank off the glove and use the blast pistol.
nice.
Like your little Western Derringer up here.
Yeah.
little strap on
Marvel.
arm strap. That
Yeah.
I could just have it in the belt, but that's not cool enough.
No, that's not as cool. That's
Like an alien resurrection, that guy's got those. Wachunk.
yeah, totally. Yeah, you've got one of those. You've totally got one of those. So you can't even drop it. You can just make it pop
I
out of
haven't
your
seen
sleeve.
Resurrection in a long time, but yeah.
Drop your weapons. I can't. Yeah.
Hey, Carol. Good to see you. Carol in the chat. All right.
So the door is sealed. With a security code, security lock.
Is this a hacking kind of security code or a grenade kind of security code?
Hacking.
Okay.
Can I just run a straight bypass, or
you can do that?
I can't really hack anything. I'd have to do a bypass.
Yeah, you can do that.
Like, pop my gloves off so I can get in there. Okay.
You're a pro. No problem. You crack the lock. No problem.
Okay. Easy enough, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see how easy that was, hopefully.
I'm impressed. It was sealed. It's now not sealed. Thank you, Nima.
I'm earning my pay today.
That's why I'm here. You know my skill level. Yeah.
So the
I'd have never got through the door without
unlocked.
you.
The
door open. All right. Put my gloves
All
back
right.
on.
On 3, I'm going to pull it.
Yeah.
Nima, if you scream, I will shut it because some sort of bad signal is coming. Dweezil, if you fire, I will pull it open farther so you have a good shot. Are we ready?
Yeah, but again, can't get the finger in the trigger guard. Got to use grenades.
I will hold the door open so you can get the grenade through. I will slam it shut. We will huddle against the frame for survival.
Copy that, Captain.
Sounds like a good plan. All
3,
right.
2, 1.
Okay. Your scanner does not blare to life with any kind of radioactive danger or anything. You're just picking up background radiation, right?
Yeah.
So there's no
What do we
danger.
see?
It must be a lie, right?
Yeah, this is normal background radiation. Jesus, these people are full of it.
But when the door slides open, you can see a cavern that kind of bends around, and you can't see what's around the corner, but you can hear something humming, like.
Nima, when we go through this door, can you make sure we can get back out through this door? Just in case.
Sure. Yeah.
Is there a way to take
You want to jam the door,
way?
like with mechanically, or
I'd
like?
say jam it open. Yeah.
Okay.
Jam a rock under it or something.
Okay. That may or may not hold. It's a pretty thick door. Okay. So, what now?
I will go around and see if I can see. I'm really far from the mic. I will go around and see if I can see what is humming.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of poke your head in and look, or do you want to just walk in the room?
No, I'm a rhinoceros. Remember, I'm just going.
Oh, right. So, you as you kind of leap into the room, ready to go, you're met with this amazing sight.
Ooh.
Ahead of you, you see a large orb, silvery orb, that looks like mercury, liquid mercury, and it's floating off the ground in a perfect sphere. And it's just kind of making this noise.
Guys, it's the Lochnar.
And you can actually
My
see a
head around the
reflection
door.
in the metallic nature of the object. But there's no writing or anything on it. It's just a perfect sphere.
Anything else in the room? I come in behind Dweezil, not getting in front of him, staying back a bit.
Nope, nothing else.
And
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
it's just floating there humming.
Mm-hmm.
It's not glowing or anything.
Nope.
Any light sources in the room?
Yeah.
I knew I should have brought the robot killing gun.
Any other doors?
Nope, just the one entrance.
Well, I
Any-
was not expecting this.
And
There-
you're reading, Nima, that this is the exact center of the asteroid, as close as you could get to the exact center of the asteroid.
There's nothing else in the room at all?
No, just a carved out
Furniture?
cavern
Okay.
and this orb.
Hey, orb.
But the cavern looks natural. I'm sorry, it's not carved out. It looks natural. It's not carved.
It looks like they tunneled into this chamber
Yeah.
and found it.
Mm-hmm.
I will cautiously approach the orb.
Oh, don't touch it, Dweezil. Can we toss a rock in or something? I'm gonna look for a rock to hand Dweezil.
Okay.
Is there a rock?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to use a grenade, but I will take the rock.
Hell yeah.
I shouldn't have stopped you. I'm so sorry.
No,
I was
I
saying
was-
go
Find
blow
the
shit up
century,
first.
right?
Yeah,
I wasn't
blow
going
shit
to
up first,
activate
yeah,
the
but-
grenade. I'm just going to tap
Oh,
the
I
thing.
see.
I'm just
You
going to tap
weren't
the thing
going
with the
to
rock.
activate it. No.
I will tap it with a rock and see if it makes a sound or does anything.
Okay. The humming changes slightly, but it also ripples like water.
Does it make a metallic sound when I tap it? Or does it make
Yes.
like a sploosh?
A metallic sound, kind of like a ding.
Yet it's fluid. That doesn't make.
Captain, permission to take off my glove and shoot this fucking thing.
Oh, belay that just a moment, Dweezil. Nima, thoughts? Anything you've seen before in your travels that would have any? I mean,
Did you all
This
three
is-
go in the chamber?
Utterly alien to me. Yeah.
Did you all three go in the chamber?
I followed him in. Are you with us,
Nemo, how about you?
Yeah,
Nima, I'm sorry.
I went in there so I can get a good reading on things.
Okay. Are you two standing abreast and Dweezil's ahead messing with it? Or are you in like Dweezil?
Guys, he's asking about our blocking. This isn't good.
I
I
would say we have
specifically
formed
made
a-
sure to stay back behind Dweezil a ways. I handed him the rock and backed up. I
I
don't know
would
if
think
Nima
we're in a
passed me or not.
triangle. Yeah, like the two of us, Captain and I, are standing side by side watching Dweezil prod this thing.
Okay.
or
I'm
probe
going to
it.
roll a die.
Okay.
All right.
I imagine I
captain?
will as well.
The captain is 1 to 3. And Nima is 4 to 6.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, I just took it out of the thing. Okay, Captain. Nima, you suddenly notice the captain flinging backwards and being almost like sucked out of the door. Captain, something grabbed you. Okay? And as you're tussling with it, it's exceptionally strong and it lunges forward at you. And you feel it, tussling with you, but you're having a hard time seeing it. And it rips your suit open,
Ah!
and you see it rips your suit open, and you see a face in front of your shield of your helmet. Your helmet's still on, but it's like ripped your chest open, right? And you can see, as it's really close to your face, you see these kind of alien piercing eyes and a fang-filled mouth, kind of a bulbous head, but it shifts and shimmers because it's like translucent, right? Like Predator, right? Like the Predator shielder or the Predator camouflage. It's like that, right?
Like the light
And-
bending around it.
Yeah. And the reason you see it is just it's so close to you. And you see something start to come out of its mouth, like a long tongue.
Oh, I'm so glad I still have a
Coming-
mask on.
coming out of its mouth.
Oh God. Oh no. It doesn't care about your head.
All right. So,
Dweezil, why aren't you doing
Nima,
anything
you
about
noticed
this?
first, right? So, what do you want to do?
I want to try and turn and like grab the captain and like hold her in place so that she's not being dragged off.
Okay. Okay. That ship has already sailed.
Okay. I will run after her then.
Okay. Okay.
As best
You
as I
see
can.
her-
Clunk, clunk, clunk
You
in my
see
suit.
her kind of, like almost hovering above the ground a little bit, and there's something there. There's something tussling with her, but you can't really see it well. Like I said, it's clearish.
She did yell suit breach.
Yes, as soon as
Okay.
because as soon as I saw the face
Okay.
show up, I figured that meant I'm hallucinating because I knew that the thing had gotten in, and suddenly, as soon as it ripped, I started seeing things, and I figured there's a chemical in the air or something. So I'm assuming I'm compromised. So I wanted them
Yeah,
to know
so
not to trust me.
Okay.
She yelled suit breach, and I would turn around and see what's happening.
Gotcha. So, and do you want to do anything else, Nima?
Basically that. Try and move to where she is, and if she's floating in the air, try and grab her and pull her down. Do I
Okay,
see
okay,
any
cool.
of what's that translucent being, or
You do,
just
yeah.
her-
It's
okay.
it's tall, but it's kind of hunched, right? The body itself is kind of hunched over, and it has 4 arms. And 2 of the
Right.
arms are grabbing her, and they're very similar to like a human hand with digits, right? They seem like there are more digits than human hands. But the other 2 arms that are coming off the back are clawed, like have 3 claws, like this.
I figure I need to knife this thing if I can see it.
You can,
Ah!
if as long as the captain doesn't get thrown in the way. You want to take the chance?
Is there any way I can see what she's doing and use any of my skills to assist her by trying not to get in the way? Either using my jack to it. No, it's non-combat roll. Never mind. Sharing karma to boost the roll by in some way positioning myself to not get in the way of the knife strike.
Oh, you could definitely boost the roll, yeah.
All right. 1d6 coming up.
Okay. Hold on one sec.
Okay.
We're gonna do a contest roll, okay? And if you win, you nab it. If I win, the captain's in the way.
Okay.
It drags the captain in the way of your strike.
Okay, so 1d6 on that.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Doink.
I would like to give 2 karma to Nima.
Ah, okay, nice. Okay, so we tied. So what that means is you don't strike the captain. The captain manages to twist just out of the way, just at the last second, and you just kind of skim her spacesuit without
Right,
hurting
and
her.
with my enhanced senses, can I make out any more detail of this creature than just the bit that you shared?
Oh, right. You probably the reason you did see it as well as you did because of your enhanced
Because of this.
senses.
Okay, cool. All right.
And it has a strange smell, like nothing you've ever smelled before. Definitely an alien. So definitely an alien scent. You've never smelled
Okay.
this scent before, and it's a weird kind of pungent scent. All right. So Dweezil, what do you want to do?
Charging in with my rock.
Okay.
I assume because it's grappling the captain and I've got the ripped perk that I have no trouble catching them, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna smash it. Let's
Okay.
see. I have
Smash it with what?
well, I'm gonna start with the rock that I'm already holding.
Oh, okay, cool.
I have
okay.
a perk to close quarters fighting.
Oh, okay, right. So you would. Okay, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll a contest again. Add your die to that. Add your
Okay.
your close quarters fighting to that. I got a
6.
6. Ugh.
3 and 3.
Okay.
I don't have
I'm
enough.
taking. I'm gonna
So unless
spend.
you spend karma, you slam into the captain with a rock.
Hell no, I'm not slamming into the captain. I am
Okay.
going to spend my karma.
Okay.
Wait, that's not the karma.
So the captain twists again just in time.
Bob and weave. Bob
Oh
and
wait.
weave.
Can I keep my karma and roll the hero die instead?
Yes, you sure can. Sure can.
I'd like to do that.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to spend all my karma on one roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I still All right, so I'm spending my hero die and the karma.
I'll spend my last karma on it. Keep one.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Cool. All right. So captain, what do you want to do?
I would like to try and reason with this. No, it's fangs, claws. This is not the time for reasoning. I also have a knife. I am gonna try and see if I can get the knife that I've got somehow into the grip that it has to assist me in trying to break the grapple.
Oh, nice. That's excellent. Okay. All right. Roll 2 dice.
Yes!
Oh!
Nice one.
Now we're talking.
You
Yes.
slice it. You slice into the digits holding you, and it lets you loose. You kind of thump to the floor, and it's hissing. You hear it hissing, and before you drop, it was like its face, like your helmet's here, and its face is like right in your face, and you could feel the saliva dripping down on your chest because you've got like your suit's been ripped open, but you have like a t-shirt on or whatever underneath. So like it's dripping. Oh no, I'm sorry. You have your suit, your gel suit on. So it's dripping down on. It's dripping down on you. But you managed to break free. Okay, cool, very cool. All right, so
This is gonna be so hard to get out.
It lunges forward to attack Captain.
I'm gonna try and dodge out of the way if I can.
Okay,
Ooh.
it hits with a 6. You do have an
Yeah.
armor set. You do have an armor save though.
And my armor save, let me just double check, is at
Oh, you
4
have a 4,
above
right?
because I have
that's right.
severe.
You got the
I
advanced
only get to
armor,
roll
right?
one dice, but
One
I
die,
get
Yep. But you have
4
a
or
4
better.
plus.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. So the tongue comes darting out of the mouth, right? And like a snake, and like tries to jab you. You see that there's like a pointed stinger on the end. It tries to jab you, but you twist your body, and the suit it just skims your suit and doesn't hurt you at all.
How are these women so happy after this experience?
All right, back to you guys. Whoever wants to go first.
I definitely am running up to grab the thing from behind. I'm going to grapple it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go, Slammer.
Oh,
It hisses and snarls at you.
Sorry,
Oh no!
I should be rolling 2 for that. Let me roll
You
another
should be
one.
rolling 2. Yes.
oh good.
Oh,
That's also bad.
Oh,
Hold it.
okay, so
Okay.
it grabs hold of you instead. Twists
That
you
is-
around.
That is equally my goal. I want it on me, not her.
Gotcha.
It's nice to have a Dweezil around.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so now Dweezil's tussling with it.
ah,
Let's see. I have a blast rifle. Now that it's not facing me, I want to see if I can get a pretty good bead on a part of it that is not going to hit Dweezil and fire at it to at least damage it some. Even if I can't get a good headshot because he's in the way, at least pick off a leg or a foot or something that I know I won't hit him.
Okay, cool. Nice. All
That way,
right.
if I miss, hopefully it doesn't.
Okay. With you trying to do that, I'm going to reduce my chances to put him in the way, okay? That's pretty cool. So Now, the way the guns work in this, the blast rifle is 2d6, and that reason is because it gives you a boon itself, right? So you have 2d6 to roll for, because you're not trained in rifles, but you have the 2d6 because of the rifle. So go ahead and roll 2d6, see if you can hit it. Oh!
I'm just on total extremes today. My goodness.
So it tries to drag Dweezil in the way of the shot. Oh no! Since we tied,
Do I just miss entirely?
You don't hit it, but you don't hit him either.
So this doesn't work like with a normal crit in EZD6. You would, if you roll a 6 in a combat, you would normally roll again to try and confirm it.
Oh, right. Oh no, go ahead and roll again, yeah, because you could hit with the second shot.
I'm gonna use my hero die on that.
Okay. Oh!
Nothing but 5s and 6s tonight.
No.
Although the first shot doesn't land, the second one does. So you tag it.
You're the captain for a reason over here,
It
man.
squeals in pain.
Oh my goodness.
And it's flinging him around like a rag doll.
That's fine.
I mean,
I
and
don't
Dweezil's like not, he's not a weak guy. He's a big, bruiser of a guy. I can imagine, and he's like one of the fittest people and this thing is just flinging him around like a rag doll.
So
I'm using all my core strength.
We've got a bull in a china shop situation happening here.
All right, so the captain tagged it. So Nima.
I'm going to have to knife it again. Otherwise, I'll have to take some time to get my gloves off. So one knife shot coming in.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh!
Lord. I'll use my hero die. How about that?
Okay, re-roll it.
Jimmy.
Oh. Oh, no.
You're not the captain for a reason.
I am not the captain. I'm the tech
Dweezil,
nerd over here. I don't know
Your
how to
suit,
fight.
your suit is pierced, and make your armor save. 5 or better.
Ugh.
Oh!
What is that all about?
You can re-roll your armor save because I am distracting the creature, having just shot it, and I have specifically the feat that allows me to distract it and give you another armor
Nima,
save.
you don't roll it. It's Dweezil.
Okay,
You hit
sorry.
Dweezil. Yeah.
Even better.
I roll my armor save. Okay.
Yeah. Roll your armor save.
I
also
still
bad.
distract the creature. Give it a second armor save.
You want to distract it?
I do.
Oh!
Does that pressure
Clearly,
gel
I am
suit
the
just
captain
roll
for a
2d6?
You
Does
see
that
its
not-
eyes
okay.
fixate on that patch
Okay,
of your
that's
suit
a
that's
save.
like ripped loose, right?
Uh,
Like it's looking for an in. It's looking for a way to get that tongue.
my core strength failing.
So Dweezil, it rips your suit open. So
Cool.
back to you guys.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay, shoot it again. Don't kill
All
me.
right.
See if I can.
All right.
I want to see if I can get it off you before you do something. Hopefully, maybe.
You trying to time your shot to that perfect extremity kind of thing?
I'm gonna try because I'd rather not hit him. I figure he can handle tussling with it for a while.
Okay. I'll roll first and then. Oh no, that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. That's all right. Oh, you beat me.
I hit it!
Do you have any karma? You want to go for a crit?
I don't know. Do I have? It looks like I think I spent my last karma. I have one. I'm gonna
Okay.
go for the crit.
Okay. All right. Roll it. Oh man, brutal.
At least I hit it.
brutal. All right.
Big swings on those dice rolls. Man, damn.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Crazy swings. Okay. All right. So the captain is gone.
Okay, I will yank the glove and pop the gun out
Oh, nice.
and shoot this guy.
Since you can't be in your own way, you don't have to worry about it.
And that's a 3d6 because I assume it's
It
made of
is.
flesh.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh!
shit!
It almost supernaturally dodges out of the way. It's so fast.
I'm gonna
seeing
spit
that
in its face.
Being that it's shaking you like a rag doll and it's so hard to see. Yeah, the shot doesn't land.
Okay,
It's
well, I will spit in its face, and I will, even though it is already grappling me, I will hang on so that it does not have the option of letting me go.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nima, do you want to do anything?
I'm gonna try and knife it again,
Okay.
unless I can get my glove off while they're messing with it and get to my gun. But
You can do that, yes.
okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll hit it with my sidearm.
Okay, cool. So that would be a 1d6.
It's a 1d6, yeah.
Oh, you need a 6 to hit it.
I'll burn 2 karma.
Oh, nice. That's a hit. Roll again. That's a crit.
Okay.
A potential crit. Oh, damn!
Man, this thing's slippery.
Whoa. Okay.
Its camouflage works really well.
Land another
Good.
strike, though. That's awesome.
Good.
Okay, so
Yeah, you're real fucking scary, bud.
So it lunges forward, Dweezil. That tongue jumps out, hits you. Make your armor save.
I make armor saves with just 1 die, right?
Yep, 5+.
And I'm going to shout at the monster, "Hey, ugly! He doesn't have what you're looking for."
Oh, nice. Oh!
What was that, Captain?
Forget it.
Ah!
So
He's getting
Dweezil,
fresh over here.
You feel the tongue sting you, and then it suddenly just drops you. It lets go, drops you, and bolts out one of the side corridors, like impossibly fast.
Do I have a chance to shoot at its back as it runs?
I'll say yes. Of
All
course.
right. I'm gonna.
Thank
That's a
goodness.
hit. Roll for a crit.
Okay. I'm spending my karma.
Nice. Roll again.
Come on.
Wait, where did my? There we go.
Oh.
So close.
All right, 2 more hits.
Can I also get a strike off at it as it runs?
Sure.
I have 2 to fire at it.
Uh-huh.
And I have no karma.
You do
Oh,
get a karma
that's
back, though. Or you get
And I get 2 karma back
you get 2
because
karma back 'cause you
captain.
missed. Yep.
Got the
Right,
thingy.
because
yeah.
I'm the captain, right? All right, Nima, you want to get a pot
I'm
shot
gonna
at it?
one last try. Yes, here
Nice,
we go.
nice. Oh, it's a miss. Okay, but you do get a karma for it. All right, so it bolts out a side passage.
Oh wait, I should have gotten karma that time that I missed it, shouldn't I?
Yes,
Forgot
and
about
you don't take a strike because the sting doesn't do enough damage to actually do a strike.
that. Oh.
Nima, are you
alright.
picking up
It's just
anything
like a
that
puncture.
would
It's just like a
explain why
small
it ran?
puncture.
Hey, just apropos of nothing, Scotty. You remember that aspect I created called thick-headed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Just throwing that out.
Yeah, that's a good one to throw out. All right.
Seeing as it took off,
And as quick
I'm
as it
going
was
to-
here, it's gone. So, like, Dweezil's suit is half hanging on him. Yours is half hanging from the rip.
Anyway,
What
guys, I
else?
found the
Any
Lochnar
signals?
over here.
It ripped it like it was like a paper towel. It just ripped your suit open.
What drove it away? It ran. Fox, anyone?
It ran after it stung me. It probably was amazed that it didn't kill me with its powerful tongue and got scared and ran.
It is possible you drove it away through sheer fear.
Well,
Nima, thoughts?
the core strength is impressive.
I have no idea. Where did it come from? Would it have come out of that sphere, maybe? Some alien life form?
When it grabbed me, did it come at the front from the sphere, or did I get grabbed from behind?
From behind, like it was already in the tunnels.
It came from behind me. It wasn't in the sphere. It was behind us in the tunnels. And it now has fled back out in the tunnels. So
A labyrinthine, who knows?
potentially
Where?
there will be pregnant women wielding weapons waiting for us when we return.
Guys, the ghost cat must be after Jimmy now.
Damn ghost cat.
God.
That's the biggest ghost cat I've ever seen.
We gotta save Jimmy. Should we take the Lochnar with us or destroy it?
When he pulled the rock back, did it have any goo on it? Did it transfer any goo off?
Yes.
Hmm.
Do
Well,
I have any sort of container on me? Can we take some of this with us? I have a toolkit for no specific specialty. Can
That
it have
works.
some
That
sort
works.
of...
Yeah, that would have a
Excellent.
small container in it. Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Diesel, would you scoop some of this up for me?
I just realized I want to clarify. You are asking about goo off of the sphere or goo off of the creature?
When you took the rock and tapped the sphere. did
Oh,
it
I thought
come
you meant
back
the
with silver
creature.
goo?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I assumed the creature was bleeding.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, was
So
it
when he
bleeding?
tapped the
Does it
rock
have...
into the...
Yeah, it has left like a black ichor like on the floor, like splattered on the floor.
But the sphere didn't leave anything on the rock.
No. It
Okay.
was just like, yeah, when you pulled the rock back, it just kind of dissolved back into the sphere and then settled itself.
Okay. Is the sphere related to the ghost cat?
It seems likely.
And
Yeah.
it's not putting off the radiation that everything about this room warns us that it should be doing, which means that someone here, many someones here, knows that this is not radioactive.
Right. Nima, you have a theory that this sphere could possibly be a stasis.
Yep. Yep.
What does that mean, Nina?
Well, that's why I asked. Like, well, maybe the alien came out of the sphere.
Exactly,
Like, it was some sort of a
exactly, right.
stasis pod
Right,
that
right,
was discovered.
exactly. That's your suspicion.
Oh, is the
That it
sphere
came
bigger than I thought it was?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like really big.
Okay, it's not the
Yeah.
Lochnar then.
No. Yeah,
Like-
it's like a
It's
huge,
also not green.
Like
yeah,
the
huge,
sphere from
huge
the
silvery
movie
sphere. Yeah.
Or
Got it.
I'm less worried that it's going to kill Jimmy since it's been out there the whole time, and they said they were going to wait for... Well, granted, they're not going to wait now. It knows. Anyway, if you're right about that, Nima, can we probe? Do you have anything in your gear to send in some sort of analysis and bring it back to see into it if there's a center to reach without one of us diving in? And I grabbed Weasel so he doesn't just dive in now that I've mentioned it.
You have a probe. Yeah, you have a probe.
Yeah, you put a probe on the end of a stick and stick it in there. Yeah.
And you could have a rig camera on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's about all I can offer, Captain. Let's give it a shot.
So
Marvelous.
stick it into the sphere.
Bloop. Yeah.
Okay. So you realize when you stick it in that the outer layer is very thin, and it's just empty inside, like an egg.
Oh.
And like there's no gravity inside.
Well, that's odd. Well, Captain, can't tell you what's up with that.
Well, it's the center of the asteroid, and generally centers are where the gravity comes from. If this is some sort of ship or pod or stasis, it was putting off a signal, an emergency alert as it were. Come and help me. Emergency pod of some sort. The rock formed around it over the millennia of time. Our people heard the signal, found it, excavated, woke it up. Are not the right people to have woken it up. It is not still sending the signal though because it opened, so the alert got auto-terminated perhaps. So the artifacts are potentially pieces of the ship. The artifacts I'm not sure on yet. I have theories. The dead cat I'm not sure about factoring in before the arrival of the alien though, Dweezil. I'm not sure how to make that fit.
Ooh,
But the cat died about the time that he thinks the women got pregnant.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's its ghost we just fought.
That's a big cat. That's a big cat.
Well, it's no longer bound by the mortal realm. That's why we didn't hurt it when we shot it and stuff. Do you notice our bullets going right through it?
Oh, it did bleed
The
a little
blood.
bit there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anything to analyze there? Black ichor?
Ghost blood.
Is it
Ectoplasm.
something that we're familiar with?
you'd have to have some kind of medical scanner.
Guys,
So
we
many-
really should go save Jimmy. I mean, I know we're all interested in this room, but Jimmy's being consumed right now.
Let's go save Jimmy.
So you guys want to keep your spacesuits on, or you want to just get rid of your ripped up?
It's ripped up. I'll take mine off.
I'm not going to take the time to remove it, but I will pull the helmet off as we're going.
Okay.
And especially the gloves, actually.
Yeah. That's the bulkiest part, is the helmet, right?
Yeah.
How about you, Nima?
I'll stay suited, but yeah, remove my helmet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
kind of like
Okay.
lie it back over my shoulder. I'm interested in getting that communications array going, though. Like, Captain, I think I should really get that working so we can call back to Cyvox and report in.
I
Let 'em
agree. Now
know.
that we have something to report, that's a priority.
And this is we have an alien incursion, and we need to warn somebody.
Indeed.
But they might nuke us from orbit if we tell them too soon.
Getting the communications array online is your job. Figuring out how to tell them what's going on without getting killed is my job. One step at a time.
Killing the
So-
ghost cat is mine.
So you guys book it back to try to see what's happening with Jimmy, right? And as you reach the first room, the news is not good. Jimmy is hanging from a pipe upside down, and his throat has been slit, and there's a tray underneath the body,
He's being bled out like a deer.
but strangely, as you get closer, there's almost no blood in the tray.
We have gravity here, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Something is so
because
deep.
he's already empty? Like, is there blood on his neck?
Yeah, it's like you can see the blood drip down past over his face and everything into the tray.
Okay,
And
it's
you
because
you figure he's been bled out, like he's totally
there was a
bled out.
bucket on the tray and they took that.
When you look at the tray closer, it looked like there was blood in it, but it's been licked out of the tray.
It's slurped up. Yeah, exactly.
And there are little footprints, bloody footprints everywhere around the tray.
Little ones.
Yeah.
Like cat size.
How big?
Like baby size.
Baby size. Uh-oh.
Baby size. Well, what shape?
Check the monitor. How many life signs do we have? Are we still at 12 or have we multiplied?
There are 3 toes, and they have... Oh, you're at 11 now.
No
11
baby.
life
Counting
signs.
us. Yeah.
And something that's not reading right. Like it's fluctuating between 11 and 17. Like it can't lock on 6 of the targets.
6 of the targets are in utero. And there's another one that's not showing up on the scan at all.
I don't think they're in utero anymore, Dweezil. I think that tonight might be birthday.
And the tracks lead off further back into the wreck area, and you
How
hear
many?
a door hiss open.
How many sets of baby prints? Does it look like one set of baby prints, or does this look like a couple of babies?
Look, you figure about 6.
They
I
travel in
think that the
single
water
file
broke.
to hide their numbers.
Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you we were going to finish this mission out by killing the babies?
You did. You always know these things, Dweezil. It's why we keep you around. You're the best.
We could have done it before. Well, maybe the mothers can be saved. I don't know. Let's go kill some babies.
So
You
close
may
by,
not be
you
the
hear, you hear a
brightest,
door
Ellie.
hiss shut.
Which door hissed shut?
It looks like the area where the sleeping quarters are. The rec room is further in towards the airlock. That's where the tracks lead.
Oh.
If only we could get paid without having an answer, we could take off and nuke it from orbit. That was a marvelous idea, Nima. I love it. I wish we could follow it, but we... all right. Dweezil, this seems like your field. Which direction would you like to go?
Up.
Intriguing. Up?
Yeah, I'm just kind of assuming that the tunnel goes down towards the center of the asteroid and up towards where people are. Yeah.
There's no other exit besides the airlock.
let's find the door that just hissed close and open it back up.
Okay. You see 5 men just sitting around looking at each other.
Hey, jerks! What happened to the ghost cat?
Why do you call us jerks?
Well, what are your names?
They rattle them off.
Okay, Billy, Bobby, and... What was that?
And Isaac is here too, the head of the science
Billy,
team.
Bobby, and Isaac. Which way did the ghost cat go?
Are they bloody at all?
No.
Are
Don't seem
you
to be
all
upset,
fathers
disturbed.
now? Have your babies been born?
Yes, it was glorious. We're a wonderful family now.
Quickest labor
Oh.
I ever saw.
And we're
they-
going to do our best duty as fathers.
Were
Is
they
that why you're
girls or
over here
boys?
playing cards?
Oh no, we will sacrifice ourselves for our children.
Oh, fuck.
Is that what happened to Jimmy? Was he the first sacrifice for your children?
Yes.
How often do they need to eat?
Quite often at this age. They're very hungry.
How are the mothers? Were they appetizers or are they still with us?
Oh, well, the children need their mothers, of course.
As
you
their
crazy?
first meal?
Are you crazy?
I want to ask a quick question.
Yeah.
Does any of us have like a recording device, like a camera that's capturing all of
Certainly
this
do.
going on?
Yeah,
Okay.
certainly do.
Okay.
Neema's had it running the whole time.
Right. Yeah. Got to cover all your shit, right? Like I didn't
Right.
do that. I didn't destroy all that, all right?
We always had it running for exactly that reason. I
Not
need
gonna be like
proof when
freaking
I'm talking
Ripley, who's
about
like,
it.
"Oh, we didn't find any evidence of the alien on your ship."
Yeah, we've all got body cams by Cybox, Cybox law, right?
Sound and audio separately so that if one goes out, we still have the other.
Why are you trying to break our family up?
Yep,
We can't let you do that.
I know. Can I knock these
I'm
guys
going-
out?
Sure, yeah. They all grab some. They all grab something to bludgeon you with. You guys go first.
Pistol whip.
Okay, pistol whip one.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit. You need a 3 to hit.
How's it
Oh,
coming?
nice! You crack one on the back of the neck. He lands like a hot potato. Falls like a hot potato to the ground. Unconscious.
I want to try and
Got
do
one.
some sort of judo move that I would have studied to flip one onto the ground.
Okay, cool.
No,
You
do,
wanna, like,
do the
hold it-
Captain Kirk.
Yes, I grab them by the arm and I do a quick hip twist and throw them over my shoulder to the ground
Okay.
dramatically.
Are you trying to hold them down or knock them out?
Knock them out if I can. I'm throwing them as
Okay.
hard as I can to conk them so I can turn to the next guy because we're outnumbered.
Yeah, you know enough. Okay. Yeah, roll it. Roll a d6. You need a 3 to hit. Oh!
Yeah.
You take him by surprise. His head
know.
hits the
Kung
side of the
Fu.
table, and he is out cold. All right, Nima.
Here comes a spinning back kick to the guy closest to me.
Oh, nice! Yeah, 3 to hit it. Oh!
So we're not good with guns and knives, but man, our hand-to-hand is
Yeah,
on point.
All right, so the guy goes
Kick him
flying
over a
back
couch.
into the plastic bowls and cups, and they all go flying everywhere, and he just kind of slides down the wall, after hitting the shelf. And the others are just kind of robotically walking forward. They
How many
swing at
more
you.
are there?
There are 3 more.
Okay.
So they swing at you. So
Is it possible for me to position myself between them and the other 2 so that they have to hit me?
sure, you want them all to come after you?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. All right, so first one. Oh, sorry, that's not. Ignore that. I was supposed to roll 1 die. Sorry. First one. That's a hit. Make an armor save.
And I distract them so you can roll it again.
Nice. There you go. Okay.
And I
Thanks
distracted
anyway.
Dweezil again.
You get a karma and take a strike. All right. He's good. He's good. All right.
Damn,
So the next one
that's
attacks.
good.
That's a miss. The other one was in the way. The third one attacks. Oh! And rolls a
3,
1.
2,
I'm
1,
going to give you a free attack.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, I think the first one hits me, and I just spin with it, dodge under the second and third one, and then come up into his chin.
Oh, nice. Bring that momentum back up.
I'll spin a karma to turn that into a
There
hit.
you go. Bam! You hear his head snap. He falls back unconscious. Nice. So there's just 2 left. So back to you guys.
I grabbed the next one. I Captain Kirk over the other shoulder to try and show off.
Yeah.
Nice. Roll it. Oh!
And I'm not used to doing it with my left
Unexpectedly dodges
hand.
just in time. Do you have your hero die?
I
Nope,
don't.
we all
And I'm
spent those right away.
debating,
Oh, right.
I'm debating spending my 2 karma to make it a hit or fail and take another 2 karma. And I think I'm going to fail and take another 2 karma.
That's
Stock
a good
myself
idea.
back
Yeah,
up.
that'll load you up with karma you can pass out to your friends. Okay. All right. Neba.
Since one's occupied with Dweezil, I'm going to come up behind him and judo chop right to the neck to try and knock him out.
Judo chop.
Judo chop.
Oh, that's a miss.
But I will
But you do have a karma.
I'll spend 1 karma. Yeah.
Okay, he is out cold. There's 1 left, Dweezil.
No, there isn't.
Get it.
Oh, that's right. You already got him. That's right. I'm sorry. You already got him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was just bravado.
And with a stick.
You got him.
You got him
You
when
got
he
him.
missed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so they're all out cold.
Punk him back against the wall one more time for good measure.
Is there anything in this room like a giant locker or maybe a freezer that we could unplug? Somewhere we could hide these guys while they're unconscious so that they don't get eaten.
Oh, right. You could put them in the tool closet and lock the door, which is not very far away.
Let's drag them over there real quick and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, do that and bind him with some. If there's any like cabling or wiring or something in the tool shed, we can just
There
time
is,
up.
yes.
Like
Okay,
I
cool.
think
Power
Dweezil
cords.
would object to taking the time to actually bind them because there's other people being eaten right now.
Could possibly be, yes.
They need
Every
their
second you
mothers.
take
They're
could be
fun.
another somebody getting drained.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There, well, we were told they need their mothers. We don't know for what.
Right.
Very true.
Right.
I don't know. Up to you, Captain.
They
you
were
wanna-
knocked out.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm open for suggestions at this
I
point.
was going to say, if you two want to go ahead, I'll take just a moment to bind these guys, bind their hands so they
Excellent
can't break out. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Dweezil, you and I will go take care of saving the mothers from their own children potentially. Nima, catch us up.
Too bad we couldn't save Jimmy or the cat.
We can never
Okay.
save the cat.
So you get to the rec room, and to which the airlock is the next section. You get to the rec room, and all the mothers are there, and they're holding their infants like this, like you would a baby. And you can see the babies don't have that active camouflage like the parent did. So you can see just the monstrous form, right? It's like this bulbous head, fanged teeth, and they have some humanish features, unlike what their parent had. But they still have 4 arms, so they have those clawed arms that come out of the back. They have clawed feet, bulbous veiny heads. Their skin is like a kind of a purpley color, purpley flesh color, and they're just kind of cooing as the mothers are holding them.
Is the adult creature in here?
You don't see it. You do have the special vision, right? The enhanced eyes.
I do.
Okay, you scan with your enhanced eyes, and you do not see the creature in here. So you're almost 100% it's not here.
Captain, what's the over-under on saving these ladies? Because this room looks about grenade-sized.
I had a feeling you'd say that, and I agree. I think that's an excellent call. I'm going
guys!
to slowly back out the door.
Hey guys, congratulations! I got you this.
Okay, so you're going to see how the grenade rules work. Okay,
Yeah, I'm looking at them now.
These are plucked from the Wasted World rules. I wanted it to be so you could use it theater of the mind, right? You wouldn't have to have a template and all this stuff, or miniatures or whatever. So basically how they work is when you chuck a grenade, you roll. These are within near throwing range. So you chuck a grenade, you roll a d6 first to see how many targets are in the blast.
What if I'm chucking both grenades at once?
Oh.
These
Okay,
are
roll
innocent
2d6
victims.
to
Oh
see how
my
many are in
God.
the blast.
That's 6 of them.
Okay, 6 are in the blast. You can spend karma to add more to be in the blast. Or just go
Because
with
the
that.
babies are part of the count, and we need 12, right?
We need 12,
Yes, we
yeah.
need 12, right.
I'm going to give him all 4 of my karma.
Oh!
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And my last one will make it 11.
We'll
Okay,
have one
so
left.
that's 11 targets in the blasts. Okay. So now, to hit each target, you need a 4+, right?
So I roll on each target,
You roll 11 dice, or you could roll 5 or 6 or whatever.
and it's just 1 per target.
Yeah, one per
3 and
target.
up hits.
And they do 2 strikes each when the grenade explodes.
Oh, I can't put more than 8 dice on here at once. Okay.
Okay.
But here's the first 8.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 hit.
Okay. And then the next 3. 2 hit.
No, 1. You need a 4 to hit.
Oh, I need a 4 to hit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So that's
Cool.
4 hit. There's no more karma to spend around, right?
Mm-mm.
no.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
and so I'm going to
So 4
pepper what's left in the room with my gun if I can.
Okay, so 4 are killed. So 2 little cute little babies and mutant horrible alien babies and 2 moms go flying as the grenades explode.
Okay.
You want to take us from our babies?
No, I'm sending you off together.
You never will separate us. We
Not
love
trying
our
to.
children.
Oh my
I
gosh.
really wish you'd stood closer together, honestly.
Yeah, why
Y'all-
didn't you take a family picture? It's
Yeah,
great.
huddle together for me, please. Yeah.
You'll all be one on the floor together. You'll intermingle. It'll be great.
All right, Captain, what are you doing?
I'm going to fire my rifle into one of the babies that's left.
All right, nice.
Good
Okay,
Lord.
okay.
4.
You need a since the mother
babies
is
are higher.
normally you would need a higher roll to hit, but since the mother is holding the baby, you just need what you need to hit the mother. So you hit the baby, and killed another one. It squeals. The mother looks at you up at you in fury. My baby!
Oh.
Yeah, poor little monster baby.
I sidestep behind Weasel.
I stand behind Dweezil, yeah.
Like, I hear the explosion. I'm like, oh shit,
You
Dweezil's
just see
at
the
it.
rage of a deprived mother in her face, just totally, just against the law, all the laws of nature. That this whole scene. Okay, so Nima.
I would say I'm not there yet. I would think.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
yeah,
right. That's right.
I heard the explosion. I'm like, just as I'm closing the door to the tool room, holy crap! So I'm on my way there. I'll be there shortly, y'all.
That sounded like 2 grenades.
This time I'm pulling my actual rifle off my back, though.
Okay, cool. So
Hey,
but you
Yeah,
hear
you know what
you
the
hear
signal
the
of 2 grenades
I'm sure
means.
you hear the explosion. So you're just like running with your rifle ready to go, right?
Right.
When we found Jimmy, was my sidearm still on him?
Yes. Oh no,
Okay.
it was on the table.
Okay, I would have taken my gun back if I saw it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the mothers that have babies left, which there are 3 babies left, they launch the babies in the air, like literally throw them at you, and they're flying through the air, coming straight at you.
I'm suddenly wishing I had the flamethrower option.
Yeah, let's burn the room. Exactly.
Use the cleansing flame. Use the cleansing flame. All right. So first
Total
one at you,
Ripley.
Captain. Oh! Oh! Okay, so it hits a strike. Make an armor save.
All right, so I need a 4 better on mine.
And you got a 4.
And I have no karma left. And if I get 2 karma
You do
along
get
with my
2
strike.
karma, though. You do get 2 karma. Okay, the next one comes at you, Dweezil. That's a hit. Make an armor save. Oh, take a strike.
But I can distract him by squealing and rolling about wildly with mine.
Oh yeah, the captain should have taken a strike too, right?
I did, yes.
Okay, and I did not mark that. I take a strike and I get a karma.
Did you roll? You got your second save because the captain gave you a
I forgot.
distraction.
Yeah, I still.
Not
same
enough,
thing.
but you get your.
I
Karma.
keep distracting you. I gotta work on my distraction.
I'm gonna roll
Yeah,
to see
you're
who the third baby goes after.
You keep
You
doing
and
that
the
fan
captain.
dance. I can't help myself.
1 to 3 is Dweezil. All right, Dweezil, it's you. It's attacking. Oh, that's a hit. Make an armor save.
You have a karma. Aha.
You do have a
I can't-
karma.
I can't spend a karma to get to 6 though.
You only need 5 for your armor
You only
save.
need
don't
5
Oh really? I
for
would
the
do it.
armor save. Yeah,
We're wearing the suit under the suit. We double EV8 up.
yeah.
That's right.
You
that's
have
right.
your gel suit on, which is your armor.
I don't know why
okay.
I rolled that, but yeah,
Your joy.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Okay.
I rolled that for joy.
Okay, so the
yes.
women grab weapons, anything they can find to bludgeon you with, and it's back to you guys.
Can I say? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So
Nina.
the babies that
Can I-
hit like clawed and then fell on the ground. They're scurrying around under all the furniture and everything, like scurrying around you.
I would say I come around the corner and I see this like chaos. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
see one of those things like scurry under a couch. I'm gonna shoot at one of the
Okay.
babies under the couch.
All right, cool. You need a 5 to hit it, as it uses
That's
cover to scurry
2
around
and that's 2 dice with the good. Yep.
with the blast
okay.
rifle. Mhm.
Here comes the blast rifle.
Oh,
I
not
need a
enough
4.
karma, but you do get a karma.
Okay,
Wait,
You
what
said I
is
need
it
a
that you
5.
need to hit it?
5.
5
As
to
it
hit.
I can give her
scurry
my
around
2
under the
karma.
furniture.
I'll give my 2 karma. Make it a hit.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, I'll
You
take
take
it.
another one
Thank
out.
you. There's just like that splotches
Yeah.
under the couch.
Its momentum kind
Lovely.
of tumbles over.
What the hell's going on in here?
You're right.
They're having a marvelous birthday! And I back up down the corridor and I try and shoot one of the women.
Okay. Oh, okay. My baby!
They've all lost their
And so
minds.
2d6. 4.
Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. You hit her, and it doesn't kill her.
oh,
she-
that's tough.
Like any other person would be dead right now, but for some reason, it just wounds her.
Told you,
like
zombie
you-
cat ghost spores.
You blow part of her arm off with the blast, and
She's
she's still
amped up
coming
on-
at you with the other arm and the weapon.
Alien. Ooh.
Okay.
All right. I'm shooting the closest baby.
Okay. You get a
Things I
5 to
never
hit
thought I'd
as it
say.
scurries around.
Exactly. You're like,
Missed.
That is a miss.
They're just
These
too
dice
quick.
are not being kind to you, Dweezil.
That's all right. I took the right aspects for it.
Don't forget your karma.
Oh, I just took it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, so back to me. One of the babies leaps up at you, Nima. It misses.
batted away with my gun.
It goes tumbling over, falls over one of the tables, and then scurries back under the table. You can hear it.
That's gonna get shot shortly, hopefully.
All right, I'm gonna see if it goes for Dweezil 1 to 3 or the captain. I goes for the captain. Oh, that's a hit, Captain. Make your armor save.
And I make it! I only need a 4 for mine. It's my special.
Oh, right. You have advanced armor, right. So it goes tumbling down, scurrying around again. The women run in. One of them goes for you, Captain. Swinging, trying to bludgeon you with a table leg. Totally misses. You can hit her like a return hit with your rifle if you want, like a, kind of
Like
a butt,
Yeah.
with the rifle or something, or kick.
Yeah.
And do you want to go for a kill or you want to knock out?
I want to kill her. She's not human anymore. These women aren't. I'm going to try and take her out.
No, they're not doing real well. No.
Yeah.
definitely
So I
not
get to
human.
do the 2 dice for shooting her, or 1 dice because I'm bludgeoning with the back of it, or.
I'm gonna give you 1 dice because you're bludgeoning.
All right, here we go. And smack.
Oh, that does it. Okay, so you hit the wounded one. She's down. She's out. You hear her spine crack. All right. There's just 1 woman left. She's gonna go for Nima or Dweezil. 1 to 3 Dweezil. It's Nima. That's a hit. Make an armor save.
I'm gonna duck under that with any luck.
Oh, nice! You got out of the way. All right. So back to you guys.
I'm gonna try and shoot that baby again.
Okay.
Double 6s.
Oh, damn.
So the double 6 doesn't count, but the 6 is a potential crit. So roll again. Oh, roll again!
Yeah!
There you go.
Ah!
Okay.
You have 1
Fine.
karma left.
I got my
Make it.
karma. I'm spending that karma.
Spend a karma. Okay.
You light the whole room up in 1 round.
Yeah. All right, roll again since you spent your
Okay,
karma.
that
Oh,
one I
okay,
missed.
that's 3 strikes.
3
Pay and
strikes.
spray.
So the woman could take 2 strikes. You could take the last woman out if you want, or you could take 2 of the babies and injure the woman.
I'll take out the 2 babies and injure the woman.
Okay.
It's a little auto fire.
Nice. So there's 1 woman left with a wound.
I'll see if I can pick her off.
Okay, cool.
With my 2d6.
My children. Oh! So she goes
Join
flying
them in
back.
hell.
She goes flying back. Tables upending, flying everywhere. Plastic bowls spinning out of control, and it's suddenly silent as all of the enemies have been put down.
I'm
Everyone
going
all
to
right?
immediately turn my back to the room and start using my special eyes to scan for the adult creature.
Okay. No sign of it, strangely.
All right.
Hmm.
I vote, while we have this room secure, we patch ourselves up with our stim packs and then see if our ship has been breached by the creature, because my guess is it's hiding in there to get off of this rock.
Yep. I am going to do that. I'm using 2 uses of my stim pack.
Nice.
I'm using 1 use of mine.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
While I'm doing so, I'm imagining folding a 14-step boat to just get to my happy place. We're all right. Everything's fine.
I'm going to pull my Dharma wheel necklace out and kind of massage it in my hand to regain some karma.
Nice.
Can do that. 1 point, is it?
You gain 3 once per game. So
Actually, that's a mistake. It's
Okay.
it should be you gain 1 if you tell us a little story about it. 2 if you tell us a story that connects to what's happening right now.
I'll just say that I got this from my mentor, Boxley Yard.
Okay,
And,
cool.
What was she pregnant?
He was not.
You know, it's funny that you should mention that because my memento, and I pull out a little coin with a hole through the center of it, was also from my mentor. Taught me that corpses are never to be trusted, that money is key and yet hollow.
Cool.
It's good to have mentors.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Do you get 2 back for that? Because of
I
your
don't know. Is
special
that
thing?
enough to the situation? Or, because I get 2 for failing? That's a good question. Does that
Is it
count?
2 for failing, or is it 2 whenever you would gain 1?
I get 2 per failed roll is the
Yeah,
specific.
2 per
so
failed roll. Yeah, yeah.
Just
Just
the
one.
one for
Just the one. Yeah, just the one.
worth asking.
Yeah, yeah. It's a free karma. Don't say no to free karma.
How about you, Dweezil? Were you given anything by your mentor?
No, just bullets.
And
That's
bruises.
probably a good gift,
Bruises
honestly.
and bullets, yeah.
It wasn't a gift. I had to kill him for it.
Oh,
I later found out he survived. He met me on the battlefield. Saved my life.
Cool.
oh.
No hard
And?
feelings, right?
And then I killed him.
Oh, then there were hard feelings.
I knew you would, Dweezil. You'd never let me down.
Ah.
Okay, so what now, guys?
Okay, we've got to get...
So you want to take the guys with you?
I think we need
On
to
your
get the
ship?
guys out of here.
Really?
If possible. We can tie them up, sedate them. We've got the whole med bay. But maybe once they get away from here, and away from the creature, and away from the giant sphere, and their weird alien babies. I mean, the thing stung me. I'm fine.
Are you? Can we get a scan of you? Can we have the ability with our scanners to check and make sure that nothing about his vitals have changed?
We could go
you
to the
could-
med
yeah,
bay and
You
use
can
the
go to
med
the med
scanner.
bay. It's pretty much self, scanning. Like you can just hit the scan and it'll.
I vote we do that before we leave, regardless. Should we go on a bug hunt first and try and find the true daddy?
Yes. Dweezil's all for hunting the thing down and killing it, but I'm also prepared to grab the guys and get out of here if you want to.
I think it's on our ship. I think we should start the search.
We'll close every door as we pass through.
Your eyes are the ones I trust.
So do you guys want to go on the ship first, or do you want to get the people, or do you want to scan you first?
I think we get the people, sedate them, take them to the ship,
Oh yeah, there you go. You can.
and then
sedate
start
them,
the search from there.
huh? Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
So that does mean going to the med bay first if we need to get drugs to sedate them.
In which case, we may as well scan ourselves.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. The captain and Nima are clean. Dweezil has been infected by an alien DNA that is rewriting your RNA. In particular, your reproductive system.
If I
So
go
they
at this
were the
angle, can I... Uh-huh.
No, I suspect that all the other men here have fallen to that same venom.
They
And as you
really were the
inspect them-
fathers.
As you inspect them, they all have stings. They've all
Yeah.
been stung.
So,
somewhere on their body.
Dweezil, we can bring you with us as long as you promise never to father children.
And
But I
Cybox
did
might be able
before. I already have 7 children.
That's fine. You can keep them. They'll be fine. No
I guess
new
it's
one.
time for a vasectomy, right? Set scanner to auto vasectomy. Oh, wait a minute.
Unless you
No,
want
wait, I
your-
did not agree to that.
Hold on.
Cyvox will have something to say about all this in the end, but yes.
Wait, can't we just inject me with my own DNA and it'll turn back?
Now the core systems do scans of anybody passing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've got my hairbrush. Like, they can just turn me back into me, right?
That's an interesting
You're not a
question.
doctor, so you don't know.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. When we're on the ship, you can have my guns.
It could be possible.
We have a doctor with us. We just don't know if we can trust him. I don't need your guns. In fact, that's the point. We want you to keep your gun sheathed from here on out.
Okay, but what if I start trying to father children?
That is exactly what I mean, yes. We'll worry about that ship when we're on the ship. For now...
That's what I meant. When we get on the
fine.
ship, you can have my guns. Right now, let's go kill the thing that stung me. All right. Okay, so I'm infected. We drag these guys back to the ship, sedated. Are they awake when we find them?
No, they're still not. They're still passed out. It's been so quick. The battle was so quick that, yeah, they're still passed out.
Okay, so let's shoot them full of Vicodin or whatever and then lock them up.
Okay.
Yeah, sedate them, tie them up, and lock them in the hold. We're triple locking this. The women did not go down easy. Their DNA is different.
Last thing we need is them waking up and stealing our ship.
The men, the DNA seem to have, or the rewrites seem to affect the women more than the men. Because
we knocked them out.
Like superhuman.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we want to do a bug hunt, or do we want to try and guard Nima for a few hours while she gets communications back on?
I think we do a bug hunt, and then we don't have to guard Nima.
Yeah, it takes less time to bug hunt, I think.
How long do you want to spend on the bug hunt?
That makes it sound like you already know we're not going to find it.
This is a very large asteroid that is full of tunnels. There's not doors to close behind us.
Yeah,
so.
Even
if we do it systematically,
you could always split up and it'd be easier.
If we do it systematically, we'll know when we're done, right?
We barely survived the first encounter together, so I don't think splitting up's a great idea.
I think
I'm honest.
If we do it systematically, we go room by room and seal each door behind us, we will know when we've finished, and that's when we stop.
It's pretty easy to do that here in this facility, but in the tunnels, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, it's miles of
So we seal off the tunnels.
Miles of tunnels. Yeah.
Seal them off. We clear out the facility. Now the question becomes, I don't vote that we waste time getting communications back online, because if we contact the corporation, they're going to tell us to stay here and send people to kill us. We should all take off. Leave the communications not fixed.
Yeah.
Clear the facility, get to the ship, make sure it's not in the ship. Take off?
Yeah, so what do you want to tell the corporation? What do you want to tell the corporation happened here?
I would just suggest that we bring whatever artifacts are here, except the one that someone said was talking to him. No, I don't want to bring that one.
Let's go check the artifact room and see when we open the door if there's a reason why they had them sealed in, because the last room that was sealed and said major radiation didn't actually have any radiation. Let's go get a look at those artifacts.
Right.
Good idea.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Anything interesting?
They seem to be inert.
Okay, let's take them.
Indeed.
If we get out of here with 6 guys and some artifacts, then we can just nuke it from orbit, like we said before.
And let's get some of the rock into a container of some sort, because there was something weird about the rock, right? It was messing with the frequencies. Something about it specifically was special.
There is some weird ore, yeah, there is.
Oh yeah, and I do still have that one rock that had the creature's blood on it, so we'll lock that up in a evidence bag.
Yes. So we have everything we can bring, and we will tell the corporation when we arrived. It was very clear that there had been a certain amount of mind control that had gone on. The women had been impregnated by an alien source. Our determination was they found some sort of resting entity and awoke it. It changed the DNA of the men. When they impregnated the women, the children were monstrous. They killed the one man that wasn't willing to join up and party with everyone. and we wiped out all of the monsters that we could find. We sealed everything as best we could. Theoretically, there is still a monster on this asteroid waiting for the corporation to come and study at its leisure with another crew. And we
Uh,
would like a bonus for returning the men intact.
Yeah. Or we could nuke it. Do we have nukes? Can we do that?
Yeah.
We could do that too. No bonus. But less chance of killing the entire universe. I suppose we can nuke it.
Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
So you're taking the
Only
guys.
if you agree to a vasectomy.
What? Come on, let's get a
If
medical
you just
opinion.
agree to the vasectomy, there's no point in nuking it, and I want my bonus.
Captain, we can get the bonus for rescuing the men and the artifacts and alien blood. Hello, we can even take a baby corpse if you want.
I do. Let us
Okay.
bring a baby corpse.
We still get the bonus. The
That makes
bonus, yeah. And then we nuke it. And I'll tell you what, if a medical professional tells me that a vasectomy is the only way, then I will agree to it. Okay?
And in the communication to the company, I'll offer to give them Dweezil for testing it. No, I won't mention that they got at all because I don't want to lose my Marine. He's very, very needed.
Yeah. I was so damn useful.
Yeah. We just have to figure out a way to hide you from any scans that happen. We'll come up with something.
All right. So now that with that vague permission, Dweezil will indeed nuke the place once we're in orbit.
Okay. Okay. The asteroid blows up in spectacular fashion. Nima, you did find some notes on the asteroid. Curious about this strange ore, and one of the strange thing that doesn't sit right with you is that the ore on the asteroid or whatever is composed of, there's no other asteroid in the belt that has that ore signature. It's only this one asteroid.
Okay,
Oh,
and we just
always some
scattered
bullshit.
it all across the asteroid field.
Right.
Hopefully, Cyvox can detect it and gather up what they want. Yeah.
It has a fairly
Okay.
distinctive signature. We'll pass that
Yeah,
on.
since we got a sample for them, they should be able to do that.
And I'll
So-
in fact spin it that because we were fairly sure that the entity was still on there, but we wanted them to have access to all the minerals, we blew it up so that they wouldn't have to fight the creature when it came back and they can just pick up the minerals more easily.
So, you guys checked the ship, right?
Yeah, before we
Oh
leave,
yes,
for sure.
we checked
Yeah.
the ship before leaving because I was sure it was on the ship with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the ship seems clean.
All right. Yeah, and we probably took all the data from the station computers as well.
Yeah.
Anything of value except the asteroid itself, we would have
Okay.
taken.
Samples,
Gotcha.
samples of everything, paperwork, records. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
The
we
ship
got
seems-
the body cam footage. We are doing everything we can, and then we are blowing it the fuck up.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And then on the ship ride back, if the men wake up, I want to see if and when they start to come out of it at all, or if they stay in "We love our baby."
Right. They stay strangely in a hibernative state.
Even though we don't continue drugging them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How's Dweezil doing?
He seems all right.
I'm pretty
I'm
sick
sure
of
you've
it.
been kind of watching him, right?
Feeling sleepy, buddy? Yeah.
So,
God, guys, I've just got this urge to sacrifice myself to my children.
Well, you do
The
have
youngest
7 of
one
them.
is 17. He's already got a job.
so
Well, it sounds like you've sacrificed enough.
as you
Not really. I
prepare to
wasn't
jump
there.
back to do your jump back to the core systems, you're all kind of sitting at your controls, ready for the jump. And Nima, as you're scanning the vicinity, and getting ready for the jump, you pick up something on the bottom of the ship.
It's a cat.
You thought you saw something. It's a cat. You thought you saw something in the landing gear, but it was just a second, so it might have just been an anomaly. So it should be all right.
It's all
And then
good.
And then you jump back to the core systems, and we end here.
Hive World next on EZD6.
We all lived. Oh my gosh.
You did.
We nuked it from orbit. It was the only way to be sure.
Exactly.
Damn it.
Oh,
Oh, man.
oh, that was so much fun.
Cool.
Thank you, Scotty.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Scotty. That was
Good
wonderful.
time.
Oh, you're welcome.
The slow zoom out.
Adventure.
This was awesome. I like the system a lot.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, yeah, it's just easy. Just can work with anything. I mean, it's just
Yeah. Yeah, and I was saying Cyberpunk, and this is mostly that, but not really. It could easily be
yeah.
further modified to play
You
like
could add more augmentations, for
yeah.
because in Wasted
For
World
sure.
there's a lot of inclinations, a lot more than in this hack. There's like 40 inclinations, I think. There's a lot. Plus there's like 10 inclinations each for like some of the paths. So there's like physical mutants that are called muties. There's like 10 inclinations for that, or 11. There's 10 inclinations for like weirds, which are like psychers. There's 10 inclinations for androids and clones. So
you could like mix this fixer with Wasted World, and it.
Oh yeah,
basically
totally.
Cyberpunk.
You could loot a lot of stuff from Wasted World. I've got even more deadly weapons in there.
Awesome.
There's basically a plasma gun that does like 5 strikes a hit, but it takes one. It only has one. Yeah, it ammos once, right? When it uses one ammo per shot, right? So it's like deadly, but rocket launchers and blast guns and all kinds of accelerator rifles. Punch through cover. All that kind of cool stuff. So I've got a Newton gun where you can like lift up people like with a gravity beam and like fling them around the
that's
room
awesome.
or hold
0
them.
point energy.
Yeah.
Half-Life
So
fans.
There's all kinds of beamer that like melts the flesh off of targets. So yeah, all kinds of just really nasty. A havoc grenade, which is essentially a miniature black hole that like sucks everything in.
I remember you had an assault rifle and you had a shotgun, and Jason had told me he wanted an automatic shotgun, so I just merged the aspects for the two, and I left it in the town for him to buy if he had enough money.
Nice.
Yeah.
So very cool.
That's going to be real handy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It'll be great to hack. Yeah, it'll be great to hack for other systems. But
Well, Scotty,
super fun,
thanks
guys.
so much. Any word on Wasted World release date or timeline anyway?
Not exact. I hate to say it because every time I say it, it's wrong.
Sure.
Because it really depends on how long it takes Bova to do the art and all that kind of thing.
Of course.
But I'm trying to get it into a great shape so when I hand it off to Brandon, it's like ready to go. Like it'll take him the least amount of time to get it into book form, right?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's I've kind of learned from the other books about what he needs, and so it's getting really close to being ready to just hand off to him. So
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So once
maybe
the handoff
fall. It might be
happens,
ready
we'll
by
get
the
to
fall.
know.
Yeah, it might be ready by the fall. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Girl in the chat, good to see you guys. Anyone else watching in the future, thank you so much. EZD6, love it. Tomorrow night, Worlds Without Number on Shadows of Arconia. We'll be down a player, but we're going ahead anyway. And I have some homebrew rules I'll be introducing for that tomorrow. So tune in and find out what I'm talking about. All right. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Night. Bye. Bye. Bye.